We don't need a summary of every individual fight blow by blow.
Unlike Flux, Suffolk is very picky about these things. It's weird.
I like just having the cliff notes.
We fought kobolds.
Just to make sure that people remember that you fought kobolds. That's really what I was looking for.
And collected spears on the way.
Yes.
Vaughn stepped into the room, triggering something, and we stopped. That's the permanent.
Well, he triggered the narrator is what he did actually. I'm not even kidding. Every single room in this dungeon has the minute you step in the room, everything stops and the narrator kicks in. All right. As you enter this chamber, you arrive at a chamber with a 20-foot tall ceiling. Before you is a 10-foot tall wall that leaves passages open to both right and left. Suddenly, the sound of cracking timbers echoes through the hall. The floor shakes, dust cascades down the ceiling, and something big and heavy hurtles towards you. Roll initiative.
It's not right. Do it as the Dragon Ball Z narrator.
I'm sorry, I don't have the voice to do. Fuck, who did the old narration? It wasn't Sean. God damn it, I forgot which one of the guys at Funimation was that actually did the narration.
What the fuck?
Oh, this could get fun.
The fuck?
Hey, what if you actually impersonated your token and managed to do this properly? Sweet.
Oh right, I set up that during the break. Oh well.
YOLO, fuck macros.
Hey, at least I did some tidying today. I found my physical dice so I can do all my secret DM rolls with the actual dice. I don't have to worry about the stupid RNG.
Fuck you.
You just don't like getting rolled and keep rolling ones.
No, I just really hate having to constantly type /roll. And who else? Farvis. Which one was fucking Farvis? You're Farvis. I had a fucking turn for Farvis.
By the way, I have passive insight and perception in the double digits. I want that to factor into this bullshit that's about to happen. 17 and 20.
As Vander. As Vander. Where's Vander's sheet? Here we go. Did he set up his initiative? Yes,
fine, I'll roll for fucking what's his oh, you did it. Never mind.
I'm just not familiar with the sheet because none of the enemies I had time to make sheets for, so this is really the first time I'm looking at the Roll20 version of the 4E sheet.
Which, by the way, I played around with the character creator, Carolmancer.
Mm-hmm.
Actually pretty nice. It doesn't have a lot of the book in it, but it has a custom section that lets you fill everything in pretty easily.
What was that thing?
Carolmancer.
Carolmancer. All right.
Add a turn for you.
Okay.
Add a turn for you.
Like, all I remember is that we could not see the two kobolds in the hallway.
Yep.
The two right in front of us. So they're either in a room or in a pit or something.
It's a 10-foot wall that I think separates them from us.
I also appreciate that the boulder has its own initiative and an actual initiative modifier.
I forgot the Black Queen was born very
fucking worm priest rolled shit.
I'm just waiting for whatever you did to make the boulder make sense, because you said you did something. No, you liar. Said you did something.
I did. What I did was I chose to ignore your request.
That technically is doing something.
You fucking prick. Make it make sense.
Magic!
These guys, he gets initiative 4. Other one. Glad everyone is rolling shit. The Drake. God fucking damn it. Everyone's rolling so garbage. And the slingers are both +3s. 8 and 10.
I guess I should stop marble spiraling now.
God damn it! How did so many of them get 11s?
This is
Rolling for boulder. Oh, holy shit! The boulder rolled a 19. Great. The thing that has a linear, predictable path with a chance to dodge every time it comes near you. That's the one that actually rolled good out of all of my fucking monsters.
So what exactly is its initiative modifier?
+5. It actually has, I believe, other than it has the second highest initiative modifier out of everything here.
How? Whatever. It's not alive. It doesn't have a deck.
You don't got to.
So the boulder gets to go first, and the boulder has a speed of 8.
Does the boulder need to be activated or something first?
I think that was
It already has.
Yeah, that was the sound of timber breaking.
That was the timber breaking sound.
Fine.
So it's there. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Go sideways. Thank you. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, also the boulder goes the wrong way at the start of this encounter, funny enough.
Do we hear the boulder?
Yes.
I'd assume
Did
so.
you not hear the bit where I said the floor shakes, dust cascades down from the ceiling, and something big and heavy hurtles towards you?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Hurls upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is weird. Because it says the minute you enter the chamber, which is this southern part here, this happens.
I think
Hurls.
So somehow they know you're there, trigger the boulder, which rolls in the opposite direction it needs to,
They are
giving you
dopey
ample
kobolds.
opportunity to go in the opposite direction into this big open area where you can easily just be out of its way.
Just dopey kobolds.
They're very dopey kobolds. Anyway, so that is his turn. Because... yeah, it doesn't say the boulder can move twice, so... Alright, Gary.
Does the boulder count as cover?
2,
Um,
3, 4, 1.
it is large, so...
It would prevent, as long if we were saying here, it should prevent anyone up here from...
The problem is the way it works, it essentially acts as a monster.
Not
So
like
I don't believe it does.
you readjust the grid. It's fun.
I tried. I can't. This map only gets worse if I try and fix it. So the best I can do is eyeball it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my sling to try and hit the magic using cobalt.
Okay. This guy looks at you like, eh. So that's against his AC.
It's against AC. I don't think an 8 hits.
Miserably. Alright, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, Kobold Slinger, hang on. Where's my... there we go. Our sub-boss music going here. Hopefully that loops like I thought it does. Alright, so Slinger, this one. Okay, so this is weird because even on the map, this doesn't fully work. Actually,
Out of curiosity, is there like a way to like make the grid a bit darker or thicker looking?
might be. Hang on. Yeah, the boulder should be there.
Here's a question. What does the Minotaur see of the door? This door.
Of that door. What does it even say about that door?
Because it's very clearly
Door.
a door.
I see a door.
It's yeah,
Closed, open, what's the
closed.
material?
It's closed. It actually doesn't say. It just says that it has 20 hit points and is a DC 16 strength check to bash. So I'm gonna assume it's a shitty door. But it does obstruct the view of the kobolds.
Okay. Good to know.
Alright, so the kobold, in here, who you can't see just yet, until he suddenly pops up over, because he's climbing a ladder that's on the inside, and
That is bullshit.
stands on top of the wall, which, I'm just going to say the ladder's in his space, otherwise this doesn't make any fucking sense. So now he's standing on top of the wall, 10 feet above you guys, looking down at you. And he is going to swing his merry little thing. And here I'm going to...
I would think that their purpose would be to pop out and, like, glue us to the ground so the boulder could get to us.
As a matter of fact, considering that he's attacking Zahn, who I think he just missed anyway, with his glue shot.
I think his AC was like 18 or 19.
Yeah, he had one of the higher ACs of the group.
AC is 18, yeah, so that does miss. But he tries to lob a glue shot at Zahn for that exact reason, actually. And he really gets kind of... that's his turn. Zahn's turn.
Did Zahn have a limited fly maneuver? I can't remember.
No. I think it was like a...
He has a teleportation, which is his daily, because he did blow his daily.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that, but fair enough. He's probably marked it down.
Oh god, he does have a ranged attack. Alright, cool. Dark Beckoning. Powers. Good thing you made these nice, fancy... 10 versus Will on the guy up top there. Is the Will of the Slinger. The Will resists it, okay. Zahn doesn't yet really have a reason to avoid the boulder. So it's the other Slinger's turn. He's gonna come up here. Come over here, he's gonna look over at Kiri, and he's gonna... Old D20... Plus his glue shot is +6, which is a miss anyway. He rolled a fucking 2.
Alright, so they have +6. Got it.
Yeah. So, I'll be rolling a Sobek. There we go. Alright, now it's the Drake's turn. This is gonna be fun.
Man, that Drake looks so happy in that picture.
So, this Drake can fly, and what he's gonna do here... Seven, 8. He's just kind of chilling about 10 feet in the air, flying about. And actually, he's gonna do 5 feet above because he's gonna try and attack Zahn. I just didn't realize he was next to Zahn there. He's gonna try and do his... Makes 1 melee basic attack at any point during that movement. Oh, so this is part of his movement. Okay. Great. So as part of his movement, he gets to roll this +4, which is a miss. Oh well. Then I was going to do his standard, which is also a miss. And okay, it's the one up there. Gonna stay where he is. Worm Priest's turn. Worm Priest is... Break that in loop. I do half of these not loop. Fine, we're going back to the fucking Golden Age music. Golden Axe, whatever. Where's my Fisher tool?
Curiosity, is there like any penalties moving around that boulder, or no? Like difficult terrain, or
you can't move through the boulder. But if the boulder is coming towards you and entering into your space, you can make a DC 20 athletics check to basically backflip over the boulder as it passes you.
What about around it? Because the boulder doesn't take up enough space to
That's kind of what I was asking.
No matter where it is, it's going.
It's large. It is large. It takes up a 10-foot space.
Yes, there's still going to be on one side 5 feet. It's not going to be on the other side.
Except for when it goes through here and
Yeah.
here. There's no way to get through. Because
just walk behind.
Because technically, when it comes through here, it's going to be like there.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm asking about here and here.
Yeah, no. Over here, you can get around it. Yeah, as long as you go around it, but you can't pass through its space.
Okay.
Any space it occupies, you can't pass through. That's how that works. All right. So, what was I doing? Right, Worm Priest. Worm Priest is gonna roll +6 against Kiri. Fucking hell. Worm Priest is doing jack shit. Jack and Shield's doing jack shit. All right, Apronir, do something. This fight's boring me.
This is your punishment for not correcting the boulder.
So Apronir sees a kobold on top of a platform.
Yeah, he's on top of a 10-foot wall, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A drake? A worm? What is
that is a small spire top drake.
Okay.
The kind that you can get as like a familiar.
Oh, just a familiar? Okay. And I know there's a boulder rolling around the room?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you could have seen the boulder when it came and like smacked up against the door and kept rolling.
Gotcha. Yep. I am casting... Hold on, give me a second. I need to find which tab had my stuff in it.
Okay, that works. Good.
I'm casting Aggravating Force. So I weave a bit of magic over my crossbow, and then shoot it at the drake.
Okay.
Can you see the drake from there?
Technically the wall's actually in the way. Yeah.
Okay, then I shoot the kobold. Fuck him.
Could move off 5 feet.
Also, I think you have a better chance of hitting the kobold anyway.
Actually, that would be a 14.
Hit.
Yep. He takes... seven force damage, and next person to attack him gets a +2 power bonus to the attack rolls. Then Apner's just gonna flip the bird and fuck this shit. I'm not playing kobold games.
Farvis is going to move up 1. Here's a question. Scorching Burst is an attack. I have to roll to attack. Do I get a +2 to that?
Against the one of those marks? Yes.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
Alright, so then that's gonna be... Oh, shit. I'm just gonna roll it as it is, and then +2, whatever it rolls.
Hey, that +2, is that like till like the end of your next turn, or...?
Next ally.
Alright, I am right here, so I will get these 2 kobolds and the wyvern, but not my ally.
Hang on, where are you aiming?
Right here.
Okay.
It's a burst. It doesn't have to be a creature. I already looked it up.
Okay, how big's the burst?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so...
It would get the wyvern and...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is one kobold
well, no,
still down there?
because remember, that's 10 feet away from a 10-foot high wall, so you're aiming upwards at an angle. So your burst is going to detonate in the sky above them.
Gonna detonate...
And the drake is only 5 feet up. So he's actually going to be shielded by the wall if you try and hit the 2 kobolds at the same time.
Fuck it, I'll hit 2 kobolds. Try to. Probably.
Even then, I'm not 100% sure that works, but I'm allowing it.
11 versus reflex.
Not that you have any way of knowing that other kobold's there. 11 versus reflex is a miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, see. No, I move, so that's my move action. Nope, that's all I can do right now.
Alright. Rock's gonna rock. 1, 2, 3.
Is this the only battle where it's felt like two retards slap fighting, or has it been the whole dungeon?
I think this one.
This one, everyone's been rolling stupid low, so yeah. This particular has been off to a very rocky start. All right, Kiri. Bear in mind, all the kobolds up here are also on a 10-foot platform. The stairs for which are down here.
Yep. So, actually get the right clicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go one more to the left, is that basically would basically be me like standing like at the edge spit, right?
You'll be standing at the edge, yeah.
Okay, 6, and again to the priest kobold. Sling with a goo with a rock, just a regular rock.
Yeah, didn't you get a bunch of goo rocks?
I did.
That is a hit on the worm priest.
Someone hit something.
Okay, what's the damage for this thing?
Someone rolled higher than a 3.
I hit something. Fuck off.
I know.
Sorry.
I hit something, tossed you the rock, and then you spiked it to the ground, doing nothing.
Frankly, Flux, consistently you have only ever hit things this entire dungeon.
So he takes 5 damage.
Takes 5 damage, got it.
And he's been gooed.
Seems mildly annoyed at that. Like, the fuck is this? Goo my shoes.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, this slinger, who's not happy that someone threw a fireball at him, is gonna attempt to throw a rock at you. This one will not have glue.
Come on.
So this is 20 plus 6. So 19 versus your AC. That is a hit.
Of course it's a hit.
And
I'm a wizard, and you rolled a 19.
plus 3. 1d.
And he could be a buff wizard. There's metal.
Smacks you in the head for 4 damage.
Okay.
You throw a rock. He's happy about it. Alright. Vander is going to go for this Drake here. With his slam. And roll poorly as fuck and do nothing. Hearing the rock coming, though, he will back away.
Thankfully, you can. I think in 4 shifting is available at 4, I believe.
Only if you have an ability for it.
Oh,
Only
only.
if you have an ability, yeah.
Like
So he's
the thing was doing had an op attack though, so
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Yeah, Drake just gets a basic op.
does it? I thought he was flying above Xander.
He's flying 5 feet above, so he's the space up diagonal from Zon.
5? I swear you said 10. Okay, no problem.
I did, then I realized that he was ended his turn next to Zon, so I'm like, no, he's going to do it at 5.
He missed anyways.
But yeah, he misses anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it's only a plus 4. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that leaves the other slinger, who's going to sling over at Kiri. Plus 6, 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it regular or goo stone?
Regular. They're not going to try and goo you unless you're in the path of the rock.
7.
7.
Okay.
Alright, the Drake is gonna fly over here. He's gonna take an op attack from Zon. It actually hits. What is... Fuck, I gotta look up what Zon's actual basic attack is. Actually... No, doesn't he get to use this slam as a basic? Zon, why did you have to not be here? Yeah, you can use a slam as a basic melee, so I'm just gonna roll his slam.
Sadly, everyone who... Well, not sadly. Most everyone gets something like that.
That's why I thought the check. So he does 6 damage to the Drake.
Doesn't Vampire Slam have a special thing, too?
I'm about to check that. I'm checking the damage first. Drake had how much HP? Alright, so what's that? 29. Ooh. You can push the target 1 square. So, just gonna shove it back out, away from you. And the Drake's just gonna kind of be like, what the fuck? And that's gonna be his turn. Alright, the Dragon Shields just stay in defensive position. The Worm Priest is gonna now try and hit Kiri if he can. Yes. And he's going to use his energy orb again and shoot a little ball of energy at you. It's a +6.
Nope.
It's a miss. Apparently, all the top tier kobolds are the worst ones in this fucking dungeon to hang out. All right, Aprenir. That first R just keeps messing with me.
Aprenir.
You know, I just realized we actually have gotten through. We gotten through a milestone in this thing.
I'm gonna push the dragon away now. I have to actually get line of sight. Okay, shoot that kobold again.
No, the best thing about Zahn doing that is now that because that Drake is only 5 feet up, he's technically in range of the boulder when it comes around the corner. All right.
19 to
That definitely hits.
See? 4 damage. Again, next attack gets a +2. That's my turn.
Okay. Farvis is gonna try again.
So close. So close to bloodied, yet not quite. Well, versus
14.
reflex.
14.
14 versus reflex.
There again, so it would have hit both of them.
Hang on.
Their AC is 14.
75.
Their reflex should not be higher than that.
75.
Wow, my AC's been wrong this whole time.
Because I'm double checking if it's defender wins in 4E.
What is your actual AC, Neo?
My AC should have been 16 this whole time.
What were you thinking it as?
15.
Huh.
It's only one off. It's not.
Okay, there's a good reason Aprenir hangs back.
What?
There's a good reason Aprenir hangs back.
Why?
Oh wait, no, it's not that bad. I forgot my fucking Mythweaver for some reason gives me a -3 to my AC. Why does it do that?
Because
Hold
it's
on.
being Rick.
Higher than or equal to the defense score, it is a hit. All right, so attacker wins a tie. So you hit.
10 damage to both of them.
Okay. You have bloodied the one that you can visibly see.
And let's see.
I need a nice little icon for bloodying him. Yeah. And he has now been brought down. To that.
Not yet. I won't do that yet. Farvis is going to move over one behind the vampire.
Okay.
Gonna end his turn.
Okay. Dun, 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 bum.
Which I found recently out recently. 5e has allies provide cover. Does fucking 4e do that?
6, 7. I have not. I'm not actually not sure. 7. Hang on, I gotta. Attack is 7 plus reflex.
Damn it!
Okay. Carries on its merry way. Boulder ends its turn in the space with the character. It can make a second attack. Cool. So now it gets to make a second attack because it ended the turn. That is definitely a hit.
Definitely.
2d6 and knocks prone.
Oh, that's not good. Cover even a thing in 5e? I mean 4e?
That works for. So that works for macros, but not for the fucking. Okay, whatever. 7. Yeah. Can't maybe in the same space. That takes 7 damage and get knocked prone. Guess that can be prone.
Yeah, good enough.
That's prone. Like the little boots that slipped.
Yep. All right, Kiri's turn.
All right. 1, 2,
I'm so sad that Drake hasn't been able to get to do his one
3,
cool thing. It's an entire fight.
4. All right. At my angle here, can I still see the Drake
No.
or no?
Oh, the Drake, yes. The Drake, you actually, yeah, you can see the Drake because I already said that does obstruct sight through the boulder.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a goo stone against the Drake.
Just glue him to the ground.
Does a 12 hit AC?
On the Drake, no.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay.
Allies do count as cover.
Okay.
I looked it up. Yeah. So right now, if those things try to attack me again, they have a -2 to attack rolls.
All right. Well, I guess he's just gonna try and hit Zon instead, and fail.
Nope.
And Zon's going to attack back with his range. Actually, no, he's gonna beat the shit out of this little fucking Drake.
I mean, it's on the ground. I know there's not advantage, but there has to be some bonus to doing melee on a prone opponent, right?
Okay, that does hit. That does 10 damage. It is bloodied. And just gonna shove it back under that rock. There's no rules for starting the turn on top of somebody, but fuck it, I'm making a rule.
Would being glued down be giving?
I didn't hit.
That advantage?
Yeah, he didn't hit.
Yeah, no, I'm asking. Would being
No, it
glued
doesn't.
Down... Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No, it just roots you in place. It's just
Now that I'm getting into the 4E thing, I'm actually reading the rules in depth, and I just came across combat advantage.
Yeah. All right, so this slinger is gonna try once again to hit Kiri.
What is the
Alright,
plus?
That is a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. 6 damage.
Okay.
Carrie, you did correct it that it's your entire con score plus.
Yes,
right?
I did that after our very first fight.
Okay, just for the record.
Okay, so Drake's turn. Yeah, he's gonna have-
Question:
Yep.
He's prone underneath the boulder.
He
right
has
now.
to. He has to spend his movement to actively get up, but he's going to be on the ground still.
Yeah. No, I was wondering if the boulder on top of a prone creature.
All of the boulder stuff is only on its turn.
Oh, okay.
So when the boulder's turn rolls around, the weight of it's gonna finally come down on him. But for now, he has a chance to get up and have a false sense of hope. I can't actually select the Drake because the boulder's in the way. But I'm lazy, so just he's up, and that's all he was able to do. He doesn't have any ranged. Which fucking sucks. Actually, no, it does. I did. Oh, okay. That's how that works. Okay.
What?
He gets to actively do that as an ability. Hang on, it's the wrong thing. Rid of his fucking. He gets to use his flyby attack as an ability. I'm gonna go. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity when doing this. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's gonna zip across in front of Zahn and then up and away. And as he does, he's going to do flyby attack, which lets him activate one of his abilities. He's gonna roll d20 plus 4 on Zahn. No, still doesn't get to do his one fucking thing.
Retard slap fight, go!
Dragon shields are literally doing nothing this fight because that's what their AI tells them to do. Worm priest again.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, why do you think I moved there?
He can't see us either.
Huh. All right. I guess he just ends his turn.
Yeah.
So he wants no part of the boulder. Apron.
Okay. Aperture still sees a kobold. No one seems to be in pain. Let's kill that kobold again.
Well, the one you're
as
hitting.
annoying for you guys as it is, I do appreciate that the 3 kobolds are important. Their strategy is we're just gonna sit here and make them come through the boulder to get to us.
I missed. My turn.
Yeah. All right, Farvis.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
Choo. 18 versus
18.
reflex is a hit. 9 damage.
On both of them.
Kills this guy. 9 damage. Leaves him alive but bloodied. And is that your turn?
No, I'm going to use my move action and teleport onto his corpse.
Ah, someone has entered.
Yes, but I'm on the wall.
It's Azan. He can come in and take control of his character.
Oh, hello, Zahn.
Hello.
Hello.
Cool. So he gets to be here for what I hope to be the actual good fight.
It's been mainly slap fighting so far.
All of the kobolds have been rolling stupid low.
And we all bypassed the boulder except for the fucking flying creature that should have easily been able to avoid.
Yeah, you kind of hit him with slam when he went to go into the hallway you guys started in, and then pushed him back out of the hallway into the way of the boulder, which then proceeded to smack into him.
Wait, how did he move? He was glued.
I
he
missed.
Here he missed.
Oh, you missed. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, so that's technically one of the boulders moves already because I already moved it to...
Can you move that kobold so I could have that space? Because that's where I intended to be.
7, 8. Yeah, hang on, let me just...
Thank you.
Alright, Carrie.
Okay. Aiming at the kobold I can see, it will be a regular rock. 18 to AC.
Yep.
Kill it.
6 damage.
It is dead.
So kind of the opposite of David and Goliath there.
I can take both slingers out of the initiative.
And...
And we go straight into Zon's
Yeah.
turn.
Alright, just give me a second.
No worries, dude.
Just so you know, for orientation reasons, the way the boulder's going is counterclockwise around that 10-foot thing in the middle.
I
Yes.
figured as much.
As well as the door is closed, but you can get in it if you want. There are ladders on the inside of this pit.
Okay.
And the rest of it's self-explanatory. The stairs are pretty obvious.
Okay, so what's that white lizard looking thing?
That's a spire top Drake. It's literally a little lizard thing.
Yeah.
You've been you've been punching the shit out of it.
Okay. How far has the boulder been moving this entire time?
It moves 8 spaces a turn. And it hugs the wall, is what it does as it goes around. It hugs the inside wall.
If you're on this side, you can avoid it by just moving. If you're on this side, you can avoid it by being away from it. But if you're here or here, it will hit you, and you'll have to do it.
If you're in its path as it comes by, as a reaction, you can try and make a DC 20 athletics check to backflip over it. If you fail the reaction, it then gets to make an attack against you as it moves into your space. Then another one if it has its turn still in your space.
You're really quiet.
A very distant Zahn is trying to communicate strategy here.
He said, if I move there, can I get to him?
Yeah. He's basically scampering along the ground right now, kind of.
I mean, he did get knocked to the fucking ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna say since it is technically a flying ability he used, he's too weak to get more than just a couple feet off the ground. He's not even a full 5 feet up.
Okay.
He's at best he's at waist level, just flapping his wings frantically, gotta get away, gotta get away.
Hello, Clarice.
Did you
You've
think you could get away
You've not
from
burned
me?
your encounter yet, just so you know. 5 versus reflex is a miss.
Okay.
Cool. And it's the Drake's turn. Alright, one last time to do his cool thing. Gonna fly by and run up here to the safety. It's gonna roll +4.
And still miss.
I mean, it's against reflex, but I'm pretty sure that still misses.
Who's he aiming at?
You.
That's funny.
Yeah, he keeps trying to paw at you for some reason as he flies past you.
Yeah, and you just keep Matrix dodging it.
I think it's more like you just stop it. Keep batting him away. All right.
Yeah, it takes out that never mind.
This
Can
kobold
I
is
say I
gonna
picked the
actually-
kobold up and pretending it's a puppet?
I mean, on your turn, you can say you do that as an action and use up one of your things.
Nah.
All right, that's going to be his turn. Worm Priest, seeing a new target, is going to... He's going to use one of his encounter abilities. Incite Faith. Close burst 10. All kobold allies in the burst get 5 temporary hit points and shift 1 square.
Does that also include the Drake, or...
No.
There's only 3 kobolds left. The other ones are dead.
Alright, so the Dragon Shields originally have... Alright, so it's going to be... Just going to enter their HP values in now, so I don't have to worry about that later. They're both going to actually choose not to take the shift.
Because where are they going to go? Right in the little path of the boulder?
And they don't really feel like going down the stairs and giving up the height advantage, even though this would do anything mechanically. And... Kobold allies in the burst. Doesn't say it doesn't include him, but also doesn't say it does.
Said kobold allies, so
I mean, he is a kobold, so I'm going to say it does. And that's going to heal him up. And let him shift up a little higher out of the way here.
Anybody remember if I used my daily? Because it's not marked as used.
What is your daily?
Acid arrow.
No, I do not remember that.
Go. Apernier's turn.
So Apernier sees no living kobolds, and the boulder's moved on.
Yep. It's currently rumbling somewhere off the other side of whatever room is over there.
Aperniere's going to move this way, and then that's it. That's my turn. I see if there's anything sneaky I could do, but I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
Farvis.
Farvis is gonna move 5 over, so he's on solid full ground instead of.
I mean, technically, that's all solid.
Yeah, you were.
Alright, never mind. Then I'll stay where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna target the flying shithead, and I'm going to use my encounter for the day. Well, not
Okay.
my-
Your
not
encounter
my
power?
ability. Yeah, my encounter.
That is a miss.
Your counter power for the day.
Encounter power for the battle.
For the
Nine,
encounter.
9 versus reflex.
That is a miss.
All right, now for the secondaries, which would hit all 3 of them. If it misses. This thing is weird. If I click off of my window for the powers, it goes away. That's 17 versus reflex on the priest and the 2 shields.
That is a hit on all 3 of them. So they all take 6 damage.
Yes, they all take 6 damage. It was Force Orb, so essentially I threw an orb, the flying thing dodged it, but the shards of it hit everybody else.
So basically, like a little grenade of sorts.
Yeah, it's essentially what.
All right, Rock's turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Technically, that's not in his space.
No, it is because
It is.
Remember, it's large. It takes up a 10-foot space.
Yes, but you said it hugs the wall, so it would be.
Yes, Zon's not the space that's currently hugging the wall.
He is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh, it's doing that.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was hugging.
I said the
outside
inside wall.
Oh, okay. I remember you saying outside.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the
So,
reflex
all right,
save?
so first, Zon, what you get to do is you get to make a athletics check.
Okay.
DC 20.
Who's playing around?
Probably Flux.
Oh, color, yes, definitely Flux. He's
So
making
not an
this-
acrobatics, but athletics.
It is athletics.
Nope.
You failed the
How do you-
athletics check. So now it gets 2 attacks, one for entering your space and one for ending in it. They're both +7 versus reflex.
Wait. Athletics is all about
That's
strength.
8 and 16. Yeah, it's what it is, Neotag. I don't know why.
The 16 hits.
16 hits.
If we're gonna do fourth,
So you take 7 damage.
we do fourth.
You are knocked. Hang on. You are knocked prone, and you are knocked into any adjacent space where you are currently of your choice that is not in the boulder space. I'll move out of your way so you can move. Frankly, Neotag, I think it's just the ones in the starter dungeon that have shit trap mechanics. I have another module, and the traps aren't nearly this dumb, aren't nearly this nonsensical.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Next, if we're gonna do this again, I definitely want you to actually, do something. Look through the module and make sure none of this stupidity here.
The module's done.
If they're in the module, they're gonna be included.
This is literally just the starting adventure in the DM's Guide Neotag. It is done after the fight after this.
No,
That's it.
I mean if we do more.
Oh no, the module I will be running Neotag is supposed to be dumb and bullshit because it's the Tomb of Horrors.
I don't want to do Tomb of Horrors.
And Tomb of Horrors is actually 4 separate dungeons in 4E, and Tomb of Horrors is only the second of the 4 dungeons. It's not even the Big Daddy dungeon of the module. Granted,
Question?
it's not designed to be like murder the party like it is in the other editions. Also, Flux, will you fucking stop that? What is your question? And it's
Did we have a short rest before this encounter?
No.
Nope.
Perfect.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Can I see you from here? No. Let's not actually move my character over there. Let's actually use the measurement tool. Just can't hit him, but... Huh?
You can hit everyone but the priest.
Yeah, that's what I was checking to see was line of sight. So,
The priest is at least partially obscured.
all right. Goo Ball. The Drake.
Okay.
Oh, I love that mascot.
19. That is a hit.
Ball the Drake.
Gooball the Drake was my favorite childhood TV show
And
to
dead.
watch.
You killed it with the goo ball.
Its corpse is gooed down.
Yeah, you glued it to the wall. All right, Zond, is your turn. You are prone, so you'll have to use your movement to get up if you want to be unprone.
Okay, I use my movement to get up. And
Now, where they are is 10 feet high, so you can really only see the two guys with shields.
all right. Then to the guy south of the now dead Drake.
Okay.
I'm going to
How are you doing that?
That is definitely a hit.
Alright. He takes 8 damage, and he moves 3 squares towards me.
I'm disappointed that didn't work on the kobolds who were on the wall. They were falling off the wall.
I mean, he was at the stairs, so he
he
just
also-
walked down.
Yeah, that one walked, and the one that was on the wall he missed when he did that.
I
so-
know, which is why I was disappointed it didn't work.
Yeah, because it would have just jumped off the wall.
Yeah.
And ignore the AC part, and he takes an additional 9 damage as I.
All right. You have actually put him down to bloodied.
Oh, perfect. That means I get to trigger my lifeblood, which means I get to pick.
I think this is the first time
Zod's been able
act-
to use his full combo.
Yeah, his full combo. I was about to say, because
His full "fuck you, bitch, come here and to get on your knees" combo.
Yes.
Now, do I want to shift around, gain 10 hit points, or gain +2 to my next attack rolls? I'm going to choose the attack rolls. And then, alright, that's currently my turn.
Okay. So this guy, seeing what's going on here, is going to come running down around the stairs down to here, and he's going to attack you. Hang on. I'll make sure it doesn't do anything else special or stupid. Okay, so he's going to attack you with his short sword. Being next to another kobold gives him a +1 to his attack, so this is going to be a +8 versus AC. So 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, that hits.
That seems like an insanely high amount of. Never mind.
All right.
Well, these guys look like they're built for combat better than the other guys.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Plus.
I'm remembering how high their attack
So
modifier
that's gonna do 4 damage, and you are marked until the end of his next turn.
Perfect.
His mark doesn't actively do anything, so I'm not even gonna bother putting it on you.
You're marked.
I mean, it's a mark, so for 4E, that usually means if you attack someone else, something happens.
Yeah, it's like a...
But here's the thing: the dragon shields have no abilities or anything on their stat block that makes use of the mark. They just put it on there, and that's it.
We spit on you.
Yeah, literally, that's just what it is. Like, hey, I've marked you. All right, he's gonna come up to the edge of the platform.
Marked as a condition. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls to any attack.
Oh, okay.
rolls.
I always thought it just did something. I only did something if your class told you it did.
Yeah. A lot of defenders can use the mark, but by default, it is a condition. You take a -2 to any rolls that aren't towards the target that you marked.
Ah. I've never had to actually look up what just the default mark does.
So basically, if
Anyway,
Zon were
our
to...
priest here is gonna get into a mage battle here with Neo, and he's gonna shoot an energy orb at you for 22 versus reflex.
22. How?
He has a +6.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't get higher than
It's-
a +4.
Neotag, it's almost like he's level 3.
You really should have let us fucking.
Oh, he gave us the speak. Remember?
No, Neotag. I actually looked this up at 4E. You're expected to be able to fight encounters up to 4 to 5 levels higher than your party.
Yeah, you are.
Alright,
And
no, that hits.
you're expected to do such encounters 10 times before you're allowed to level up.
Alright, no, that hits.
Alright, and his damage is 1d10 plus 3 cold. 8 cold damage as he shoots a little freezy ball at you and smacks you in the chest with it.
Hit with a water balloon full of liquid nitrogen.
Okay. You know, I'm starting to not like 4E. If the enemies all have not only higher attack to hit, but also their powers do more damage.
I mean, part of it's the fact that they're kobolds and they're designed to fight in mobs and get stronger by having more kobolds around them.
I'm not.
All right, Dragon Shield's turn.
Technically,
No,
I
it's not.
think I'm bloodied.
Okay. All right, the guy that Zon beat the shit out of, it's his turn. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
try and get
bloodied.
back at you.
Nope.
That's a +8, which is a 9, which is a miss. All right, fine, fuck it. Apernir.
Okay. Apnir's gonna wave his.
It's also like this guy has a magic item you get to loot after.
Apnir's gonna wave his implement in the air. A dart is gonna be summoned. He's gonna shoot it straight at.
Through the 10-foot wall.
Is he? Wait. It's on top
I
of the
am
wall.
visible. I should be visible.
This is a 10-foot wall. Oh, you're shooting.
Yeah,
you're
he's-
shooting him. Okay,
Yeah, he's
I
on
thought you
top
were
of the
trying
wall.
to shoot one of the other.
No,
kobolds.
I'm shooting a healing dart. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear the healing part. I'm
Yeah,
shooting
so,
a dart at, and I'm like, through who?
You get. Hold on. Where the fuck is?
It was like healing surge +5, I think.
This is why rolls are important in 4E Neotag.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
you get your healing surge plus 2 plus 3. So healing surge +5.
All right.
And that was a bonus action. And then Apnir is going to move over.
I just wanted to point this out, Neotag. If you had a proper defender in the group, then they would all be focusing him and wouldn't actually want to attack you. But your group is mostly strikers and controllers, so
So we have a defender. They're over on a fucking.
yeah, they're over there
Platform.
doing ranged attacks, not marking or trying to or pull aggro.
Yeah, currently I'm your defender by just being annoying.
Your hunter is being your tank, and your tank is being your hunter.
Fair enough.
Apnir is going to cast Aggravating Force again. Shoot it at the Kobold Wizard.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep. All right, Farvis. How do you wish to take this wizard's dual challenge?
I'm going to target. Let's see. I'm trying to not hit my vampire ally. So
I just want to point out, though, just if it makes you feel any better, he looks like he has a very fancy-looking staff that he's been shooting this magic out of.
Oh, fair enough. Maybe I'll get a better staff out of this.
I think maybe you might.
I can't hit them all. I can't hit them all. So I'm gonna targeting here.
First world wizard problems. Well, you can't hit them all.
Targeting here. I'm gonna do scorching burst and those two.
All right, that is a hit versus both of them.
So that would be the wizard and this guy right here.
Went the wrong way with that.
So that's 6 fire damage to each.
Okay.
The wizard's been. I've hit that wizard twice now. So interested to see what's gonna happen.
Rock just kind of moseys about.
By the way,
Rock does what Rock
Right now,
does.
we would know the average weight of a kobold. Is it below 20 pounds?
I don't actually know because I don't have stats
One.
for that.
2, 3.
Because if it is, I
Four,
kind of want to try to mage
5,
hand one of that wizard
6.
off the wall.
I'm pretty sure it's more than 20.
And I'm going to... Oh yeah, that's 10 feet up. Right. So I can't hit him.
Nope.
Don't you have your
What?
charge attack? Can't you hit the one at the bottom of the stairs right there with it?
I have to be... Unless the charge does not grant me extra move speed.
Oh,
Mhm.
it did.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Nope. So I can at least still use an air... I can still... from my angle, I think I could still hit him with a sling. To the face.
To the miss.
Still reading the rules. I kind of like. I like the rules. I dislike some of it.
All right, Zahn.
So, who has me marked?
The guy on the right.
Okay.
The guy currently probably tamping on a little fire.
Also, want to point out that as soon as they got next to each other, they did like a full-on fucking like Spartan shield phalanx.
That's nice. So, +2 to that. That's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
That is in fact nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh,
Turns out the shield phalanx did something after all.
he just lightly tapped the shield. You know, these are nice. These are very nice.
Nice.
I think that's all I can do.
All right. All right. He who has you marked is gonna try and hit you again with his +8. 16, which I think misses you.
My AC?
Yep.
Correct.
Actually, no. Does he get a bonus attack from the mark?
No.
No.
No, just okay. Just penalties to Zahn if he goes against him. Anyone else but him, right? All right. So that is his turn. Worm Priest.
And he saw a little pebble fly by him.
Ooh, fun. So, the Worm Priest.
And I just realized we're kind of in a nice
It's
I
gonna
AoE
don't
get-
shit.
have counter
Suddenly-
spell yet. Damn it.
The Worm Priest suddenly kind of rears back as a bunch of frost gathers around his mouth, and then he blows out a big cone of cold at Flux and Kiri.
What do we need to roll for that?
You don't roll anything. That is an attack for him.
Okay.
That's a +6, so it's a 16 versus Fortitude.
It just hits my fortitude.
Okay.
So that was attacker's one, I think?
It hits me.
Okay.
First hit of the dungeon.
An area AOE is the first time.
And he
he's gonna
does
hit.
6 cold
Yes.
damage to both of you.
Hapner doesn't get in
And
the
not even that. It's I think it's the first on miss half damage of the entire dungeon.
I think my darts did that. And I cast.
Well,
my
I mean
darts
that
back.
the enemies have actually had.
No,
Oh,
the
yeah.
enemy.
Yeah.
I've been doing that this whole time with Force Orb, so.
And then, because he doesn't like you as a minor action, he's gonna try and shift out of Aperdier's view, very poorly.
Wait, come back.
And now it's the other Dragon Shield's turn. He's also gonna try and attack Zahn. 13
like
plus 8, so that's 21.
It's
Okay.
Can I roll diplomacy to know why he doesn't like me? I've done nothing. I've shot at him once, but I mean that's just expected.
And he does 4 damage to you. I don't know, it's almost like you came into his house and started killing his bros.
I guess that'd actually be an insight check. My bad.
Alright, Apertier.
Apnir's gonna move.
Only when
up.
half the encounter is done and dead do they start rolling cool rolls.
I would recommend moving to the right.
Yeah, how much?
Yeah.
How far does
That-
the boulder
That
move?
boulder moves 8 spaces each turn.
Yeah, so it'll definitely fucking hit you, and it's gonna hit the Minotaur.
It's gonna hit both you and Kiri if you don't move. Well, Kiri doesn't have a choice in the matter, but
I'd recommend going to the stairs.
it's gonna move before you.
Yes. This is why Farvis is standing on a wall shooting his magic while he watches everyone. Why are you getting in the boulder's path? Why are you getting in the boulder's
Even the
path?
kobolds understand this. So far, they haven't shown the most intelligence.
Apnir is going to cast Thundering Armor. Lightning is going to shoot from him to Vander. So he shoots an arrow at this guy.
Okay.
Does that hit? 13 to his AC?
No, it does not.
I think this is
Also,
the
Zod, you're not marked by this guy because he's the one that hit you.
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit its fortitude?
12 to its fortitude. No.
Okay. I don't know why I fucking cast anything other than that. I get 2 attacks and a by default power increase. So Vander has a +1 to his AC.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Farvis.
Farva's eyes are going to light up, and he's going to raise his hand, and he's going to do something he hasn't done a lot this dungeon. He's going to try to cast Magic Missile. '21 versus Reflex?
Against?
That is it on the Worm Priest?
Yes, Worm Priest.
Yes.
So 8 force damages, 2 missiles of force come out of my hand and just smack him in the face. He's got to be bloodied by now.
I think he is. Hang on.
That's 8 damage. I did 6 to him before. Before that, I did
Wait.
8.
I gotta do some quick division here, real quick.
No,
Yep,
I did 9.
He just dropped below bloodied.
Yeah, I did 9 damage to him first. Then I missed him, and then I did 6 damage to him.
Yeah.
And then the final time I did 8.
Welcome to your sub boss.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
I'm going to actually start moving along the wall, and I'm going to end my turn right there.
Cool. Alright, Boulder. He's gonna be rolling. 3,
And I'm preparing my athletics check.
6, 7. God. 8. Alright, make your athletics check. Woo! Alright.
He backflips the shit out of it.
Yeah, so, hang on, I'm gonna move you down for a second. So you have actually leapt over the boulder, and you're here now. That is the one downside to this, is that you're now technically behind the boulder.
Yep.
And, okay, it is your turn.
Seems odd that it's athletics, not acrobatics.
I agree, but that's what it says.
I can't exactly do a whole lot, so I'm just going to use my second
7.
wind.
Granted, I would not be surprised that if it was a typo, because this is like a literal first run edition of the DM's guide, and fourth edition had a lot of typos and erratas to the first runs of all their core books.
See, I'm not gonna lie. A 20 athletics makes me think you put your hand up and you punch the boulder and stop it for a round or something.
Literally, what I think you do is I don't think it's so much that you leap over it by doing a backflip. I think it's you leap over it by grabbing onto it and climbing it as it rolls.
So American Gladiators.
You're like a weird Jack Sparrow on the fucking watermill thing and getting the other side of it.
I'm thinking American Gladiator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
so
Kiri.
we can't move through the boulder, right?
You cannot move through the boulder, but you can attack through the boulder with a ranged weapon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to attack the wounded, the kobold that's nearly dead.
Cool. Yeah, I see him. The one that's bloodied. And you're gonna miss.
And that's it. Wait, is that a stick?
Like
Is that a stand?
Like you probably should have started this fight getting in the melee range instead of trying to be clever.
That's what I get for being clever.
So the bloody one has me marked?
The bloody one has you marked, much to his own
Could you move?
his own undoing.
I'm curious, Don. Could you move over one and still hit them, then move away out of the way of the boulder?
I would take an op attack from the other one, wouldn't I?
Because you can't melee around corners, so he can move back because he does have a ranged attack. So if he wanted to get away from the boulder and still be able to hit the bloodied one, he'd have to move back away from it at an angle that he could still see it, but be out of the way of the boulder.
Fair enough.
Op attacks from the both kobolds.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you would also draw up attacks with both kobolds.
I think the grid is fucking with me because I thought it was something else.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
I
took the time to memorize the stupidness of the grid so that I could clarify this shit.
Fair enough.
My God, I'm just rolling
Wow,
shittily.
yeah.
Maybe bravely run away right now so you don't die.
I'm gonna take a couple op attacks, and I'm gonna move myself
Okay.
here.
Seven and 8 is definitely a miss on you. And that's definitely a miss on you.
Yeah. If it's not a 10, it's a miss.
However, since you did move away, and this is probably going to be dumb of them to do, you actually trigger one of their abilities. You trigger Dragon Shield Tactics. They get to shift one square whenever somebody next to them moves away.
Oh, sure, do it. Go into the border, boulder. This is actually perfect.
Yeah, so they're going to be dumb and shift like, haha.
Wait.
Can
Can Farvis see this coming? And Farvis
Yes.
is just like, wow.
He
I
can.
want slow motion of
this guy-
Farvis going, wow.
This guy's
Should
going to
we-
use his ability Shifty to shift one space here as a minor action. And he's going to go ahead and try and hit you again. And miss. Yeah, they're both still going to get hit.
Yeah, no, they're done. Well, not done. Getting it.
Alright, Worm Priest.
How are you doing that?
You hit right click.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, once again with his... So that's a 20 against you.
Against who?
Against Neotag. Versus Reflex.
20 versus reflex. I don't know. We're barely in the sync double digits, so yes, that hits.
Alright, that's his Cold Ball again for 12 damage.
Oof.
It's cold ball.
Everything
Cold
I
ball.
healed, I'm back to being bloodied.
Alright, and then this Dragon Shield is going to shift with his shifty ability. And he's going to attack. And he's going to miss. And Apronir.
Yes. To me. Come within bit slapping
By the way,
range.
Farvis is visibly bloodied. I just want
Yeah.
that known.
He's a bit frostbitten right now.
I have. Is the boulder considered a target?
It does have... I think, hang on.
You're contemplating destroying the boulder, aren't you?
I'm contemplating that I have a pushback attack. And,
Huh. Actually, the boulder does not have any stats listed for hardness or health.
Yeah, I thought we already talked about this. One of the things I was really pissed off about is that it seems to want you to destroy it, but you can't destroy it.
can
But
I
I
even
think-
see around the boulder?
Yeah, you can see around it.
Yeah, you can. I've been ruling that you can at least see around and attack through the boulder. It's not. It doesn't count as cover or anything.
Okay,
If it
then
had, it would have been blocking the kobolds a lot this fight, too.
Which I think was the
Happening.
intention, but I've been not doing that.
Apronier's going to fire a bolt at this kobold.
Okay.
One. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Takes 1 point of damage. And then
Okay.
thunder surges from Apnir to thunder surges around Vender's armor, and it's going to push back the kobold.
Okay.
You get to pick which
I was
direction.
about to say, do you pick which way he goes?
Back, no.
So I
Ah,
guess
so
they go
just-
down, maybe?
Yeah, it's just push back away from the target. Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Does a 9 hit him? Does a
No.
yeah, 9 hit his fortune. No, then that's it.
Okay.
He doesn't move. Put him back. If it hits, it pushes away.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the first hit.
No,
Okay.
that's just a random arrow attack. I get.
Farvis, being quite bloodied, his first thing he's gonna do is try to attack. Gonna, bet it misses.
Yeah, it misses.
And then he's going to actually climb down one of the ladders, and he's going to be inside.
Get in the safety wall.
Yeah. Now he can't attack me, but I can keep popping up and attacking him. I'm gonna pop up, boom, back
All right.
down.
Farvis, what do you see over there?
2,
What do I see in the room? Actually, yeah, that's a good question.
6.
What
7,
do my elven eyes see?
8.
See,
Uh,
Selvik.
You see an empty room with a dead kobold in it. Nothing in there but the ladders. They're just kind of hanging out, waiting for somebody to come in.
Apparently, Farvis decided to kick one of the kobolds into the room. That's all I say.
Well, my thought process is because you went up to where he was standing, that as you got up on the wall, you're getting your footing just kind of slid his body like ragdolly down the side of the other side of the wall.
I like the idea. I teleported into the air, and then I heard a squishy, and I'm just like,
you just kind of
ew! And I'm kicking his body into the hole.
As you materialize, it just displaced him like directly over the area Roadrunner fell.
That's hilarious.
All right, so no, fuck it. Does he have an athletics score?
Oh, by the way, for the record, as I'm heading down the ladder, Farvis extends his middle finger the entire time.
No, he doesn't. Wait. Okay, so they have an acrobatics thing listed, but not athletics. I think this was meant to be acrobatics.
Too bad. Kobold got to roll with basic ass stats then.
Okay, even with his natural +2 against traps, that doesn't really help. Alright, so now the boulder's going to roll to attack him twice. Okay. Yes. Alright, he gets hit by the second one. And he is going to take 2d6 and get knocked prone. D6.
This boulder seems
He's going to take 10 damage.
when you're knocked prone with it on top of you.
Yeah, it does.
Makes sense.
He is now bloodied.
Yeah. Not surprised
And gets
there.
knocked there. And now it is Kiri's turn.
Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I think because I can see all the
5,
icons. There's just so many bloodies everywhere.
6. And I'm using my second wind, so I regain a heal.
Okay.
So I spend a healing surge, and I have +2 to all my defenses until the start of my next turn.
Okay,
I am no longer bloodied,
cool.
but that's an encounter power.
Alright, is that your whole turn?
That is my turn, because it's, is it a standard? Yes, it is a standard.
Vander. Alright,
Has anybody marked me?
I gotta mark prone. Is anyone what?
Has anybody marked?
No one has you marked. They're both bloodied, and the one next to you is prone.
Do I get bonus?
Mark doesn't wear off, by the way. I believe.
Do I get? I don't know what it is. Plus something to my attack roll.
You
against
should.
prone?
You should, but I can't find it yet.
What?
I as far as I know, prone just means that they have to waste a move to get up.
They also have negatives if they attack while prone, but I don't see anything about you having a positive if they are.
Hang on, apparently there's a cat emergency. I'll be right back.
With 4E, a lot of the rules that were like, you have advantage against an enemy, they change it so that a certain person now has disadvantages, and that's that.
By the way, you'd still be marked. Mark doesn't go away until they die.
Or unless they remove the mark themselves.
Well, the problem, okay, the mark got overwritten by the one that was already bloodied, so you need to ask which one was the one that was bloodied before the rock. Yeah, the one that was bloodied before the rock is the one that's got you marked.
It's just whichever one applied the
Be
mark
the one
is.
right below me. I remember Stovik shifting it all. I think it's the one right below me.
Also, they do have charge in this game. You get a +1 bonus to the attack. You just have to have moved twice.
Ooh,
Okay.
20 against the one at the bottom.
Well, he's not here yet, so hold on to that. I'll be back right in a second. Guess we're taking a 5-minute break. Yan, why are you yelling? Youngest nephew has been playing a Law and Order game on roadblocks way too much, and every time he gets caught doing something, he just yells and yells and yells. He'd be a terrible criminal. Just absolutely terrible. They'd know it was him the second they looked at him.
So actually, he'd be perfect for any criminal organization as the patsy.
Sworn there's got to be something. There's always been something if the opponent is prone and you are attacking them melee.
You technically don't get any advantages. They have penalties though for like their AC and stuff like that.
I mean, it's better than 5e where a lot of things knock characters prone.
It's just like auto hit.
Yeah, all prone does in 5e is you have to use half your movement to get up.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times it's not even worthwhile.
That's one of the biggest complaints I've heard about 5e is that prone is basically does nothing unless you're doing a multi attack and they're prone first,
or it's part of some strategy you're doing.
So according to this, I would get combat advantage, which is a +2.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. Where does it? I was looking in the combat advantage section. Does being prone grant combat advantage? Couldn't find anything.
It's combat advantage to enemies making melee attacks to you.
Yeah, it's got a thing. When a defender is balancing, blinding, climbing, dazed, flanked by an attacker, helpless, prone, melee attacks only, restrained, running, squeezing, stunned, surprised, unable to see the attacker, or unconscious, you get combat advantage, which is a +2 to attack rolls. So yeah, you would have +2. Yeah.
By the way, I already picked the one south of me because I believe he's the one who has me marked.
Well, you probably hit and did 10 damage and may have killed him. So, don't know.
And if he's not dead, he's going straight into that boulder.
Flux, what the hell did you post?
Just Chris, just like with
that thing,
blocking a boulder.
I remember that.
Punching a boulder away.
I remember that in Resident Evil 5.
I'll be honest, that's what I was expecting when he
can't push it, so it starts punching it, and it works.
See, not gonna lie, that's what I expected when he said a 20 athletics. I expected to be like, no, you punch the boulder away, or you block it with your arm and it goes the other way or something, not backflipping and shit.
It's like, what is Chris made out of?
He probably took quite a few umbrella supplements.
No, I mean, it's Chris. He eventually, he's the badass of the series after a while.
I thought that was Leon.
But
between Leon and Chris, they're the two badasses of the series. They're the two male badasses. They're the ones that have been through this shit so many times. It's just like, nope, I know what to do. Fuck this shit.
I know it's like Resident Evil 6. Everyone was just like, no, nobody's like surprised at all.
No, Resident Evil 6. All right, where's Chris and Leon? Where are they? Bring them here. Okay, the zombies. God, I can never remember her name, but the woman in 2 as well. They'd be like, bring me these 3 right now. I don't care how.
You mean Claire?
Claire, yes.
Chris's sister.
Yeah, Claire, Chris, and fucking Leon. They're just like, nope, done. Get the zombie crew.
I legitimately cannot remember what happened with Claire after Resident Evil 2. I honestly cannot remember what happened to Claire after 2.
And I definitely don't remember her in 4. No.
Yeah, that was...
No, Claire went to, like, Antarctica.
Oh yeah, she was in Code Veronica.
Alright, no, her brother's like, yeah, no, I know we both survived. Yes, I know we're both badasses, but you go be safe. I'll take care of this. She's like, fine.
Will she get stuck in Alaska somewhere? No, Antarctica.
Can we just say the T-virus makes no goddamn sense and never has?
Same with the G-virus.
And never fucking will.
I just want to know how Umbrella keeps surviving, 'cause even though mechanically in 3 they went out of business.
Well, no, that's the problem I have with a lot of corporate kinda evil, is they keep surviving, and I'm sitting here, no, as soon as the government finds out you tried to take over the world, your entire corporation's going down.
I think that actually happened. There's just, like, the underground splinter stuff, but for the most part, I think right after the Raccoon City nuking, they shut down.
Yep.
By the way, anybody here play BattleTech? The newest game on Steam?
I've played a bit of it.
Does it matter your background besides the final one?
I didn't really notice much of a difference.
Because I was kind of curious if it matters. I accidentally launched the damn game, so that's great. Because I'm also, can you not be of noble birth? It feels like no matter what you do, you're of noble birth.
I think that's just the thing of the series.
Yeah, I believe that's how biotech works. Nobles are the only ones who have mechs.
Fine.
Even if they're just sellswords. They're just
I like
noble.
the opening of the game, and I'm not going to spoil it because I know Flux wants to play it as well. But the God, what is it called? The method for what's going on lets you either be a bastard or a hero. I really liked the opening scene. It really felt like this was a game saying, no, this is the story. This is this is the end point of the story. But nobody actually knows, did you do this for good reasons or bad reasons? I like that. I like that a lot. This cat emergency apparently is taking a long-ass time. So, Flux, how goes looking through the giant thing?
Alright, sorry about that.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
So I attacked the Cobalt South America.
Is that the one that had him marked?
20 versus reflex is a hit. None of the marks are still active, I think. Or if they are, I forgot which one has the mark. So it's only till the end of their turn anyway.
Okay. So, and with my slam, I send him straight into the boulder.
The one directly below you, or the one next to you?
The one directly below me. I'm sending him straight into the boulder.
Okay.
Also, we found out if you attack a prone character in melee, you get combat advantage.
Can you choose direction, dude?
Yeah, mine is.
Push back on, that's nice.
Yeah. I can direct him to however I like.
Yep. Alright. He's going to take a move to get rid of his prone. And he's going to attack you.
And miss.
And miss.
Never call it out, because then the fake gods are like, oh, you son of a bitch.
See, that's why I never called it out.
He's like, what happened here? He's going to step out a bit. He's going to shoot down the stairs at Kiri. So that is 18 against your Reflex, I think I said? Yeah, reflex.
That's a hit.
$13 cold damage.
Ow. I'm very bloodied.
Yeah, he hits
He's
like
gonna shift back here with his shifty ability. Alright, the guy you knocked under the boulder is going to get up and get back out from under the boulder. And he's gonna try and hit you. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna...
That is my...
Yeah, because he only gets a plus... It's an 18, actually. 18 match your AC?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's a hit.
A pitiful damage.
Let's roll... That's 8 damage, and you're marked by him. And that's his turn. Apernir.
Apernir is going to, out of his pack, find a little small cube. And he's going to chuck it flying over at that guy.
I greatly underestimated how much this was going to take.
Yes. Dead.
This is 17 hits reflex.
17 against Dragon Shield Reflex is a hit.
Takes 6 force damage, and until the end of my next turn, anybody next to it, anybody who gets next to him gets a +1 to their AC.
Okay. And if that is all, it is Farvis's turn.
With my middle finger still extended as I walk a couple of steps up, I walk 2 squares up the ladder so I can see him. My middle finger then extends back out towards the priest. And I hopefully hit with magic missile. $12 versus reflex.
Nope.
Still middle finger extended, I walk back down the ladder.
You can't. You already made your move.
You can move, attack, and move.
Not at 4E.
Not
Not
for-
in 4E.
What?
No.
That
Up
was
until 5E, that was something that required a feat usually.
What?
Only very specific attacks and abilities let you move, attack, move. And that's usually something only strikers can do. That's what makes strikers strikers, because they're allowed to move and attack and then get out of the way so they can't get retaliated against, while the defender makes a wall they can't go past. Yeah, you get one move and you can't break it up to either end of your attack.
Okay, I'm looking at it up, but fair enough. Right now, I guess I can't.
All right, Boulder's gonna boulder.
So half my body is still covered up. By the wall. For the record.
8. Gary.
angry cow, angry bull noises. Moo. Gore attack. Does 18 hit the AC?
Yes, it does. Well, only just, but it hits it.
11 damage.
Age have 18.
11 damage. Cool. He ain't looking so great.
And that's my turn.
All right, Vander. Not gonna lie, you can basically breathe on either one of these guys and they'll probably die.
Now I'm gonna whiff.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which one you go after.
And that's it.
All right. Shield 1 to the side of you. That is a hit.
Yeah.
All right, 6 damage. It's also marked you, which
Oh,
is
shit.
really detrimental. That's just detrimental to their strategy, since now you can attack either one of them, really. Actually, no, that's actually... Oh, no.
Marks override.
Now it doesn't matter which one you attack.
No, marks override each other.
Okay.
Honestly,
Oh,
I
that's
just
weird. That is going to get weird then. All right, the Worm Priest is...
Very angry.
Yeah. And, He is going to. Pretty sure he still get op attacks in 4E with range, so I'm gonna have him use his spear.
Yeah, you do get op taps.
He's gonna
Ow!
spear you for a crit.
Am I still able to get the op attack in, or?
If I remember, we resolved last week in 4E as a double.
It's basically your absolute max damage.
Max damage, right.
Max damage, there's no double.
Right, so you take 8 damage.
And that drops me down.
Get up in his face, he's like, fuck you, I'm a better melee combatant.
So basically, it's gored on your horns, he thrusts down with a spear and brings.
Yep.
I know, he is a better. He has one higher attack bonus for his spear than he does his goddamn spells. They just do more damage. Alright, that's his turn. He's looking very surprised that worked. Other shield guy is gonna go ahead and attack Zahn. And
Oh, jeez.
and crit Zahn.
Rallying cry!
And for them, that is gonna be 9 damage.
I'm still up.
Let's kill this fucking worm priest. He's bolted on by a thread.
Been trying.
Aprenir.
I think Aprenir is gonna end up healing our fucking
Aprenir is going to shoot another dart. It's going to go into... What's your name?
Narina.
Narina. It's going to go into Narina. You get your healing surge +5.
Don't even care if the wall's in the way. I'm just gonna let it happen.
And then Aprenir is going to move. I mean, fuck it. We'll just make him move down this way. And he's going to fire a shot at the worm priest. 7 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Does 11 hit his fortitude?
11 against the worm priest's fortitude? No.
Okay. Well,
Very
Narina has
close.
+1.
So
And
close.
Narina has a +1 to AC.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Larvis.
Gonna try again, because everything else is area attacks. By the way, this is a versed intet. This is
God, this fight's been going on so long. That giant long loop. of
20
bolt axe
versus
left.
reflex, 5 damage on the worm priest.
20 versus reflex is a hit.
5 damage.
And five damage is exactly how much HP he had left.
I brought down an angry cow. Oh god, missile!
I did this. I want my magic missiles.
So the magic missile put a fucking hole in his chest.
No, my magic missiles specifically were middle fingers, so they just middle fingered him to death.
Just a huge fuck you in the middle of his chest.
Alright,
So it's not a
and
hole, but it's instead
ball-
shaped like a middle finger going through.
Does the ball stop now that the priest is dead?
Nope.
Oh, no, the priest is dead. The ball actually falls apart.
Huh.
That's what I changed. Otherwise, that boulder would just...
It'd be perpetual motion machine there.
Yeah, no, it is as written. It is a perpetual motion machine.
Stupid, but fair enough.
Dude, that's a genius. Harness this thing for power. Become a rich mogul.
There. You have killed the boulder. He's out of the thing. It's going to be Kiri's turn.
Alright. Going down to this guy, and hit him in the head with my mace.
Do the thing you're meant to fucking do.
Oh,
As a hit.
That's right. I've been holding on to my daily for like the boss of the.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing
I
too.
mean, I know what the boss of the place is, and you're going to want to do that.
So 6 damage.
Oh, god damn it. You missed it by 1.
Oh!
They're both at 1 HP. All you have to do is just get a confirmed hit on either of them and they die on.
I'm gonna look up my spell because I'm pretty sure I can pick who gets attacked in my scorching ray. Scorching burst.
Okay.
Right.
You hit. Which one are you hitting?
I'm hitting the bottom one, and I'm shoving him into the one right beside.
Okay, that doesn't
Actually damage them, unfortunately.
actually. Yeah, that doesn't actually do.
Yeah, but that shifts him. That would shift him up as well.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, you would have flanking on both of them have flanking right now. No,
Yep.
never mind.
The difference though is with
Nope,
4E.
not anymore, because the one that they had flanking on is dead.
Yeah, plus with flanking and 4E, we don't get the plus
It's
2.
just a plus 2.
Yeah, they get we don't get the plus 2. They get a -2. So
No,
kind of-
it's a +2 that you get
Okay,
combat.
it's fine.
advantage.
okay.
Next.
All right. So the remaining dragon shield here is gonna just go ahead and stab at Kiri. That's 11 plus 7. That's an 18 against your armor class.
Nope. Ting.
Okay. Aphrodite. Bring us home. God damn it.
Nope. Marion has a +1 to AC.
Alright. Barvis.
On the edge of the wall, looking over, Barvis tries to magic missile him.
That's the roller tonight.
Yeah, no, this I'm not. I refuse
You know
to
what?
use the macros
After-
anymore.
And after this encounter, I'm actually gonna suggest that everyone just get out and come back in before we do what's next. So
Yeah.
the whole thing just gets reset.
Yeah.
I have either rolled a 17 or below 6.
Hit. He's dead.
Yeah. Okay. First thing Farvis does is hop down and goes to the body of this fuckhead and sees what he has. Because he was doing magic that's way beyond him. That pisses
Okay.
Farvis off.
While we do that, I'm gonna suggest everyone just kind of
Yeah. All right. I move
Um,
to him. I'll leave right now and then come back.
have everyone.
Yeah. I have a quick. Yeah. How many of these guys had spears though?
No,
All of them.
everyone has.
Every
a spear.
every kobold in this dungeon has a spear.
Excellent.
Even the wyvern.
No, the wyvern
Is
is
that
a
a
kobold.
kobold? Is that a kobold?
It is not a kobold. Does not have a spear.
Exactly.
It's not a wyvern. It's not a wyvern. It's a drake.
Fine, Drake. All right.
Technically, it's not. Technically, it's a reptile.
What do I get off the other fucking wizard as I'm bleeding
Alright.
out and just kind of taking a rest?
19 spears. Nice.
All right. So everyone popped out.
Yep, I did, and I'm gonna pop 2 healing surges to heal myself.
I popped out and popped back in.
Okay, so let me go over to the ending of the encounter. You find a small silver key in the chief's belt pouch, along with a piece of parchment that describes the location of a secret door in the alcove by where Zahn was fighting, where the Drake first entered the room, which fits the secret door, which reveals an area of stairs leading down. And the chieftain himself was carrying a +1 staff of the War Mage, which is a level 3 magic item. The staff the staff provides its user with a +1 enchantment bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. On a critical hit, it deals an extra 1d8 + 1 damage. In addition, once per day as a free action, the user can increase the size of a blast or burst by 1.
Right.
As you can tell, I wasn't using that last part when he hit that crit.
Crit does an extra 1d8, you said?
On a critical hit, it deals an extra 1d8 + 1 of damage, and once per day as a free action, you can increase the size of a blast or a burst by 1.
Okay.
We're taking a short rest.
We're taking a short rest to heal.
Okay. Did the
I heal-
shield
I
guys?
use-
That's the area that it revealed. The shield guys just had normal ass stuff. They had scale armor, heavy shields, and short swords.
I'm gonna use.
Yeah, scale armor wouldn't
The
fit me.
Worm Priest also, just so you know, the Worm Priest also had hide armor, a spear, and a bone mask.
I'll take the bone mask.
Yes, we need the bone mask. We need that bone mask.
I'm gonna use 3 healing surges, 1 to heal me, and 1 to make a defensive admixture, and 1 to make a restorative admixture.
Okay, 1 second.
What does the Drake taste like?
Staff of the War may
It tastes lizardy.
on crit +1
Tastes like chicken.
daily increase
Might I try a piece?
size of burst
Blood?
+1.
What was that? You kind of broke up on me.
You want to drink blood?
Oh, I thought you were drinking the meat.
No.
So that would
I'm
be.
thirsty.
All my. I'm not gonna redo the macros. I'm just gonna say every one of them is gonna be a +1.
That's easy to work with.
All right,
Okay.
Farvis.
Take the time to take
Farvis-
a short rest and heal.
Yeah, Farvis picks up the thing. He reads it. He picks up the rest and he walks over and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, and he unlocks the secret door.
Yeah, short rests are also a lot shorter in 4E
Oh yeah,
because they assume that you're meant to take them every 1 or 2 fights.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's basically like 5-10 minute breather.
It's literally just a 5-minute. Okay, cool. What's going on?
Alright, just to make sure I got everything, since I think we're gonna continue this later down the line. I got a +1 staff. Did he have? What was the crystal he was holding?
That in the picture?
Yeah.
That's his spell.
Oh.
That's him being mid cast.
All right, fair enough.
Also, I cut off one of the wyvern's wings.
Well,
Yep.
Let's take that off.
so yeah, take bloodied off of him. Oh right,
Yeah, I ended up popping 3 healing surges just to heal myself to full.
I have not dead. I have 2 healing surges left.
I have 4 left.
And I still have my action point, which I've been
Yep.
holding on to. and I don't
Technically,
think
we've done since we've gone 2 encounters without an extended rest. We actually hit a milestone, and I believe that grants us an additional.
Which will milestone will give you a XP bonus at the completion of the adventure.
Oh, I thought it was.
We also have two action points now.
Yeah, 2 action points instead of 1. Okay,
Yep.
cool. An action point is essentially
Yep,
you
reroll
spend
your entire turn.
Yeah, you spend it, you get an extra action.
All right. All right. We rested. We talked. We mutilated bodies.
We collected
And
all
now
the
we're
spears.
We're now prepared to move on.
Yep.
Everybody healed up.
Yep.
Come on.
Sure, let's do that. And that's the thing. Okay.
Come, my companions.
Let us go.
Does my staff naturally light up or anything, or is it just?
No, it's just a nifty.
Yeah, no. I'm just
nifty staff
asking.
that it's clearly not kobold made, so it probably stole it from one of the caravans that they've been raiding.
Yeah, no. I'm just asking because when I looked at the magic staff, it like a dozen of them have no sensical. No, this has a natural light spell. I'm sitting here. Why? Just asking.
No, it doesn't say anything. At
Fair
least in that little treasure blurb.
No
All
worries.
right, so you're gonna go ahead and go into the secret area you've unlocked with the chieftain's key.
Yep. Farvis unlocks it and then steps back because he knows better.
It opens.
All right, let's go.
Maybe we go slowly and try to stealth the rest away since, bullshit.
Okay.
Oh,
They
right.
know we're
Alright,
here.
No, sorry. Well, I think maybe we should, try to go quietly from here. I took quite a beating in the last one. Most unexpected and not well. There we go. Back in character.
As you wish, then.
All right, I'll try and be quiet.
So,
Why is everyone whispering?
I'm not whispering.
You all sounded like
essentially,
you were
I'm
whispering.
asking for everyone to do a stealth check so we can try to go quietly. So there's my stealth check.
There's mine.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Hence why Narina looked confused
Yeah.
at being quiet.
Okay, so this party is not being stealthy at all.
Look at that.
It's a 17 and 26 versus a 10 and a 2.
Anyway, so you guys are gonna come on down.
Yep.
Alright, so
I carry bags filled with random shit. I don't make stuff.
So the vampire is in the lead, then it's there, and then it's Apernir, and then it's Farvis, right? That's what it always was?
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check for traps. Would that be perception along the
I
way?
think that's thievery.
Thievery?
Yeah, that's a special thievery thing that you have to be trained to do.
Okay.
There is no untrained trap finding.
Thought there
Okay.
was. Oh, fair enough.
Are you trained in?
No, we did.
Hold on.
Because early on.
I allowed that one time because you'd already seen the trap.
Yeah, because I kind of stepped on it.
Fair enough.
Also,
I look
certain
around the
traps,
corner.
because they're not designed to be hidden, do allow perception checks in their descriptions.
I look around the corner.
I mean, I can check for traps.
Oh, right. Apernir was in the lead because he was checking for traps for us.
Oh, yeah.
I know it was weird because every time we would get into something that looked like combat, Apernir would fall back to right next to
I just want
Farvis.
you to know that it has been getting like quiet and colder the more you follow this tunnel down.
Like, to the point where we can see our breath.
Freakishly quiet. Yeah, like when you get to about where Zahn is, you start to, you can just barely see your breath, but like it's that you're pretty soon just gonna be like
Very
Can
noticeable.
I do a perception check to see if I can hear anything?
from where you are right now.
I'll move forward if you want me to.
Because I'm gonna say if you perception check from there, you can't feel the cold yet.
No, I mean, can I hear anything now?
No, it is like deathly quiet in there.
So I'm asking to try.
I'm just gonna reveal the whole area. But I'm just gonna read the whole blurb since you're basically close enough now. You follow a long, winding passage from the Kobold Chieftain's throne room down into the earth. Eventually, the finely worked stone tunnel gives way to natural passages. Finally, you come upon a large natural cavern. The area is unnaturally cold in here. In the center of the room is a large pool of frozen dark water. The cavern is quiet. Once Zahn steps to there, I want perception checks. Neo, move yourself back.
What? Okay. I was gonna
Perception checks.
From just Son?
Everyone. Jesus Christ, son. All right.
What?
So, hang on. I'm just gonna do a thing because you guys passed your check, and I'm gonna.
Speaking of which, my passive perception is 17 for the record.
Woo! For dragons? Oh, my vampire is giddy. Giddy like a schoolgirl.
When Don's like, hang on, I hear something, and as soon as it says that, there is a loud roar, and you're gonna all start rolling initiative.
Okay. I did not set up initiatives. I will do it this way. D20.
And he rolled shit.
Can I roll?
So did I.
Can I please roll anything higher than a 3 on initiative?
That's
one.
That's okay. He actually rolled lower than Zahn.
And I rolled a 5.
Yeah, he only has a +1 to his initiative.
So I asked for anything higher than 3. Apparently that meant a 5.
It technically
Well,
is.
We're still moving farther than the...
All right,
First.
so does the ice obscure us, or is it?
No,
just...
that is basically a frozen pool on the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna do something weird. Dragons are Arcana, right? Dragons fall for knowledge based on dragons. Dragons. Fall
I
under
have
Arcana.
to look that up real quick. Let me just finish entering your stuff and sorting. That's something you're going to have to do on your turn.
I know. That's what I'm asking, so I know which to roll
Up.
on my turn.
Clicking on him and do this. All right, let me get my monster manual
Because
here.
the only other ones are history and religion, and I don't think.
Well, there's
either one-
dungeoneering, but I doubt it's dungeoneering.
Full reuse a little weird. It very well could be.
Arcana is elemental, fey, or shadow, or construct.
So it might be dungeoneering.
Dragon fall under then.
Hang on.
Engineering is
Dragons are nature.
Nature.
I mean, they are natural.
aberrant.
Yep, they are nature checks.
Weird. Fair enough. What the fuck is Farvis's nature? Not bad, not bad. Not great.
Probably one of the better ones.
It's not something Farvis specialized in, but I think it's a plus. Yeah, it's a plus. Alright, that's fine. That's what I'll do when I...
Yeah, if you want to know, the pool is 2 feet deep, frozen solid. It is difficult terrain, but the dragon will ignore it if he goes through it because he is an ice dragon and has the ability to ignore ice-based terrain.
So that's why it's there, so he can move quickly while we...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we have to dance around the pool.
Yeah. It's to make it so you either have to go around or slowly, carefully make your way across through the middle.
Or... You know, we're talking pre-combat. Well, no, we're not. We're talking while we're preparing.
I mean,
No.
combat has started. I mean, Aperture can go ahead and take his turn.
We could, you know, just stay in this hallway and lure it here while...
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I guess right.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to call that meta knowledge to know that that's probably a bad idea against a thing that's known for breathing deadly weapons at people.
Fair enough.
I'm going to move here. I'm going to...
You're lucky he doesn't go first, because that is actually in his tactics.
Can I see the dragon? Nah, I can't.
No, you can't.
Fuck it.
You can do, you can...
Apernair turns towards a wall, shoots a crossbow, throws a punch at it. Everyone gets a +1 to their attack rolls. Well, sorry, Narina and Vander get a +1 to their attack rolls and a +1 to their damage rolls. I cast magic weapon.
Nice.
Okay.
Because
Excellent.
requires me to make an attack for that. And then I'm going to, while I'm here, I'm just going to skip the formalities and jab a dart into Narina. Narina, you get a +1 to your AC until the end of the encounter, and you can expend, as a free action, you can gain temporary hit points equal to your healing surge plus con 1.
Okay.
Or sorry, your healing surge plus 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So healing surge
Better?
+1.
Bonus hit
There you
points,
go.
yes.
Okay.
That's the area of where the ice is difficult terrain.
All right.
Fair enough. Thank you for outlining it in the grid.
So it's here to here. And then all these
You're
areas.
just having way too much fun.
All these
It
areas,
is.
Stomach.
Okay.
He's so happy you discovered that. All right, so if that's his turn, it's going to be Kiri.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Could I see if I go another square? Yes, I can see if I go one more square.
Yeah, most of us have 6 square movement or 30.
I just wanted to know if I could see it. Goo ball.
Okay.
If
I don't know how
this
well the ghoul ball's going to work,
works.
because that's like... I'm pretty sure his passive strength is enough to just ignore that.
18 to AC.
Yeah. you match his AC.
What is the wording on the goo ball?
I have to go back and find one now.
Because I don't remember a strength save. We didn't get one in the previous room. It just
Target is immobilized, save ends.
So he has to, on his turn, he has to save to end it.
Yeah.
Alright, he's immobilized for now.
And
He
I
takes
think
5
the
damage.
description of the save is all the way back in the fucking sludge pit.
What damage did he take?
5 damage.
Okay.
Would it be hilarious if he fails to save?
Are you going to mark them?
I can't mark him. Sophic will have to.
No, are you going to...
Yeah,
You
I
have-
mark,
you're a
You want to put a
defender.
mark on it.
and I place a mark on him.
You have a mark ability?
Yep, mark,
the enemies? Please, for the love of God.
marked.
Yeah, use your goddamn marks, dude.
He's marked.
So he took 5 damage. Okay.
5 damage and is currently immobilized. That's hilarious.
He's marked.
I just realized how much HP he has.
That's cute.
Things the DM says that should be worrying.
It is. It's very worrying.
Alright, is it my turn?
Hey, actually, let me ask real quick. Neotag, how far were you guys from leveling up anyway?
We had like 400 something.
Last time
Yep,
you told us we had 432. We were halfway.
Okay.
And you said we're supposed to be level 3 when we leave or something?
Because I'll tell you this. The last encounter is enough to level you up. Do you want to take the XP and level up real quick and redo this first turn?
Yes, I would like to level up because it'll give us more HP.
Okay, that's one vote for.
I'm fine either way. I guess
that's
level up.
Okay, I was about to say that's one abstain, but okay, that's 2-4.
I had my goo ball hit.
No, the goo ball will still hit. We'll just adjust it for anything that needs to be adjusted for
Okay.
by any change in stats.
Okay, then upgrade. Let me just get the books.
Okay, you all got 850 XP from that last fight.
850. Damn.
Well, 850 split 4 ways, which that actually might not level you up.
No, it
think
wouldn't.
about it.
That would 800.
All right, ignore that. You have not leveled up.
All right,
How do we jump 2 fucking levels in this thing?
it's the dragon.
I could have also just been wrong and misread that somewhere.
This is a lot for level 1 characters. I'm not gonna lie.
This is 4E's boss fights.
Right.
They are meant to be life or death struggles.
Alright.
All right, so Farvis.
Alright. I will do something I've looked up how to do. I'm gonna move 15 feet that way, 15 feet that way. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm going to ready my attack.
We're gonna ignore the dragon lore.
I'll do a nature, but it won't be very good.
I'm just asking because you did say you wanted to. I'm just asking if you have changed your mind.
When I
because
thought it was arcane, Farvis would have been like, "Oh, a dragon. I've studied these." But when it's nature, it wouldn't have been something Farvis studied. So
Yeah, they're considered natural magical beasts, which is a new thing that 4E only had.
It's retarded. I know,
Yeah.
but I when I thought they were going to be,
So they are technically, they do fall under the umbrella of natural sciences and not arcane sciences.
whatever. No, then he's going to ready
Okay.
his
I'm just
attack.
gonna watch the manual away then because I'm not gonna need it.
Maybe later, but not now. He's going to ready a scorching burst for when he sees the dragon.
Huh.
Because you can ready your attack in
That's
4E. I looked that up.
weird. I would have thought that he'd have that, but he doesn't. Okay.
So as soon as I see him, I will then do scorching burst.
Okay. Zan.
Initiative's gonna move to the dragons.
Deciding decisions. Oh, that's not what I want.
I hope you realize we're all spreading out for a reason.
Just right click when using the measure tool and there you go.
Apparently the vampire pees blue on the floor.
This is big old blue dong.
For some reason, the vampire pulls out his big blue penis, deciding to piss on the ice.
I can see the dragon from here.
No.
No. Then neither can he.
You can't
Is that
see
your turn?
me.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. He's gonna fly.
Save.
Oh yeah. Let's see what's his +5.
Shit.
Yep, that beats a 15.
Aw.
1,
Before anything else, where's the point I would see him?
5, 6. You'd see him when he comes up here.
Alright, so at that point, I would have done... Probably missed, but hey. What I said I'd do. 11 versus reflex.
Miss.
You're now down in-
Does the explosion of fire do anything to the ice?
No.
Nothing.
Alright, he's going to use one of his encounter abilities and use Frightful Presence. All enemies in a close burst 5. Which I think is actually going to be everyone except for except for Flux.
Even though I'm behind a pillar?
It's a will thing.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh,
no.
you
I guess the pillar does technically protect you.
Yeah, I thought it would had you had.
So it's gonna be Kiri and Neotag. It's gonna be a +4 versus Will. 15.
That hits.
Nope.
Did Kiri say that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You are stunned until the end of his next turn. As an after effect, you will take a -2 penalty to attack rolls until you make a save.
Okay.
And that is his turn. Stunned. There you go. Stunned. And, you need to fix your attack rolls. Alright, Apronir.
Is he flying right now?
No, he landed at the end of his move.
Okay. Apronir is going to throw. Should I do that yet? No. Apronir is just going to infuse his weapon with damage and shoot it at the. Nope. That's my turn.
Okay.
And I'm stunned, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Phase.
It's till the end of his turn, so you stay stunned for now. Fargus?
1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to test the waters with a magic missile.
You're attacking the water and not the dragon.
No, I'm testing the waters against the dragon.
Okay.
Magic. And I probably missed.
That is a miss.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Zahn? Okay, everything inside the purple box is difficult terrain, so that costs twice as much to move.
Right. And stun. Okay. I'm gonna pop out. I'm kind of. Was that his will?
I certainly hope so.
Hang on, I have to change the music real quick.
Come to me, dragon. I must feed on your blood.
Yeah,
Against his will.
Yeah.
That does hit as well.
So he takes 4 damage, and he moves three squares towards me.
Okay.
That pushes an ally back.
Yep.
Well, isn't he flying?
No, he landed after.
Oh, okay.
I.
Hi.
Hi.
Part 2.
I think part 2 only triggers if he blows it.
No, part 2 triggers. Part 3 only triggers if you blows it. What's part 2, Xander?
Part 2?
Yeah, isn't this your combo where you beckon them
Yeah,
and then...
he doesn't get his combos unless he bloodies something.
Yeah, he's
Vampires work by bloodying and attacking bloodied enemies.
Fair enough.
They don't get half their shit unless something's bloodied.
So they basically.
So it's his turn. He says hi.
Hi.
And he's gonna
Is he pissed off
is
about the
gonna hurt.
whole controlling
Yeah.
his will thing?
step back for a second.
This is going to hurt.
I get
You
an
can go ahead
op
and
attack.
make your op. Yeah, you can go ahead and make your op attacks.
Even
He
me?
doesn't really care.
Even.
Except for you, because you're stunned.
9 hitters reflex.
Nope.
Oh,
Now that he's reared back and he can aim properly, he's gonna use his breath attack on you.
Please tell me that's an encounter power.
It
Just be
is,
a
but it has
daily.
but it has a recharge. You can recharge once per turn. You can roll a 6-sided dice, and if he rolls a 6 or a 5, he gets it back.
Oh, that's right. That shit's.
But he misses. I'm pretty sure. It's versus reflex +4. So
11 to reflex. Oh, thank God that misses.
Zon.
yeah, that misses.
Okay,
If
that misses.
it misses
Breath
me,
weapon
it
now-
misses him.
Is now used up until he manages to roll a recharge on it.
And that's at the start of his next turn.
1 feet.
All right, Apernir. You are no longer stunned, by the way.
Apernir's going to pull out a small cube and toss it on the ground, landing under the dragon. Dragon take. So 13 hits reflex.
No.
That happens.
Okay.
Actually, no. Everybody still gets as long as they're next to him, they get the +1 AC bonus. That doesn't have to hit.
So,
Okay.
do we still get the +1?
Yes.
No, until you're adjacent to him.
Okay. All right.
All right, Kiri, you can make a save to try and end the -2 to your attack.
What's save?
Hang on, me. Rightful presence, so will. So it's gonna be a will save.
How the fuck do saves work in this game?
You just roll a d20.
Oh, right, it's a d20. If you get 10 or higher, you save. If you get
Yeah.
10 or lower, you fail.
He passes.
Yo, he passes.
All right. Going right up. You know what? Encounter power, goring him.
Okay.
Boom.
He has reach, so that provokes attack of opportunity, which is a 20
No, it
against your
doesn't. He
AC.
went in. Does it do a
Oh,
top-
no, he's already in his range. Yeah, no.
Does 17 hit AC?
17 just misses his AC.
Damn it. Oh boy.
Firevis.
Okay, Barvis got to move 5 closer. Right. Move right
Oh,
there.
wait, no, I just realized he doesn't actually roll for his recharge because he's a dumb dragon according to his tactics. So,
The dragon's marked again, by the way.
He is marked.
yep.
I will do a scorching burst from behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Barvis. Where are you? Seems to be an ice dragon. That is
23 does hit his reflex.
What? Actually, that's 24.
Well, whatever, it's still hit either way.
It's a hit.
Is that a crit?
No,
That's
No.
it'll be good.
Yeah. It glows when it's a crit.
Alright, so that's 9 fire damage, and I'm
All
trying
right,
to melt
the
ice.
fire just kind of hits him like it would normally hit anything else you've been hitting so far,
Right. So it doesn't
and
do
nothing
extra
happens yet.
damage?
The ice has no stats whatsoever to your attack. It's just difficult terrain that's there for the whole fight.
Trying to make the ice water.
Yeah, well, you can't. There's no rules for that.
That would actually make things a little harder for me.
I'm also telling you right now, he is not weak to fire.
Okay.
I'll say that you have determined that, so you don't go wasting more experiments on this.
So he's weak. He's not weak to fire type Pokemon. Got it.
Yeah, he has no weaknesses.
Yeah, it's the dragon.
Only resists.
Alright.
Of which he has one.
Oh shit, ice water type.
Alright, let's do this.
All right, Vander.
What up? I come in swinging.
19 versus reflexes ahead.
Nice. I really don't
Takes 8
know
damage.
where to move. Yep. I'm gonna slam him into that wall, and because it was a melee,
Wait, where are you slamming him?
into the pillar wall. Like I'm shifting him
Oh,
into
so
that
you're
wall.
doing that. Because you can't move him into the wall.
Just
If you
not
move
moving.
an enemy, they have to move into a space. You can't just there's no physics for smacking things into a wall.
Well, no, I'm just wondering if I have. Do I have to actually?
I mean, you can choose not to shift him. As long as it says can, you can choose to ignore it.
Oh, okay. Then I don't.
Okay. And is that your turn?
An additional. Did it not roll?
No. There you
Takes +3 to ignore that AC. I don't know why I keeps bringing that
go.
up.
Additional 3.
Yep.
Cool. All right, it's his turn. He's going to attempt to claw Zon. This is going to be a +6 versus AC.
It takes a -2 to his attack.
So it's a +4 against
Meets.
AC. That meets,
That
so
meets.
it hits. And that's 1d8 +4.
Wait, on you have a +1 AC while you're next to him.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, no, he missed.
Yeah, he misses.
And that is his turn.
And the defender gets to make an attack. Carry.
Against opportunity, yes.
Please know your role.
Boss fights last long enough. Fuck it.
Does
All right, that is a hit.
nine damage.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to shoot an arrow at the dragon.
Funny enough, all in all, this is going better than the kobold fight. That hits.
21 hit. It's 5 points of damage, and then thunder on. Actually, 1 second to do a quick check of. Oh, okay. No,
What actually is his bloody threshold?
no.
Oh.
It's actually thunder is going to coalesce on Vander, and then strike forth towards the dragon.
Okay.
16 his reflex.
16 to his reflex is a miss.
Vander still has a +1 power bonus to his AC.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, the box stops activating. You guys lose the +1 you gain from the box, but you're getting my +1s anyways because of my defensive admixture and because of thundering armor. So you're still both +1s.
Okay.
All right. So Kiri's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him with my at-will power, Tide of Iron. Does 18 hit
Against his AC.
against AC?
That meets and hits his AC.
Okay, good. Then he gets pushed back 1 square. And takes 6 damage. And I occupy that square.
All right, Farvis.
All right.
All in all, you're
Farvis.
actually kind of making this dragon your bitch.
Farvis suddenly lights up his hand with a green glowing energy that coalesces into an arrow with things around it. With his other hand, he plucks everything but the center arrow around it and throws it to the ground, and he casts Acid Arrow. In other words, what I'm doing is I'm casting Acid Arrow and I'm throwing away the secondary attack because there's no secondary targets.
Okay,
There
just
are.
tell me what it does after you roll it, because I can't remember. I can't be bothered to remember that.
They're named Vander.
19
and
versus
Marina.
reflex. That hits. So he takes 14 damage.
And 5 ongoing until he saves to end. At
Okay.
the start of his next turn, he'll take 5 more acid damage, and then at the end of the turn, he gets to try and save.
Okay.
Thematic with what Farvis is doing.
All right, Vander.
it around.
That is a miss. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Jump up, swing down, but I whiff that.
He's not appreciating the cowman getting in the way of him trying to hit the squishy, because he doesn't like attacking big guys like you. So now he's angry, and he's going to use his Dragon's Fury, which lets him make 2 attacks. So he's going to use his claw twice, plus 6 to AC. No, that's only if he attacks someone that isn't Kiri, I think.
Oh, so he's attacking me.
That's an 18 to Kiri.
Miss.
Really? 18 misses you?
Yes.
Yeah, plus he has a +1.
All right.
Yep,
He
with that-
swipes with his 2 front claws. And misses.
Stay over there. Don't worry about the junk boy over here.
Don't worry about the wizard either, behind you, fucking launching missiles and shit.
Don't worry about Spindly Boy Squad.
We're not doing anything. You don't need to worry about us.
Okay. Realizing that isn't going to work, he's now going to try and fly away from you, which is going to provoke off attacks. But he doesn't care, because he's going
I think that's reflex.
to... So far...
That means you can slam him to the ground if he tries to fly away.
He ain't flying in away. He's moving back to where he is.
That's why I love that attack, because it's so badass. You can make them stay.
So for that op attack, he takes 19 damage.
And he gets shifted back a square, so he's back to where he was.
Yeah, so anyway, he loses essentially 1 square of his movement.
Get back down here.
With the way movement is, then wouldn't that interrupt his movement and he's not allowed to move away?
I don't believe so, because, well, that'd be episodic.
5. There we go.
He's trying to make the 2 melees go on
What are
the
you doing? Go away. You'll be amazed at how far back I'll run. You didn't see how I fought
Alright,
kobolds.
so first he's gonna roll... Alright, he doesn't take the things, he's gonna take the extra 5.
No, he took the 5 at the beginning. He always takes the 5. Then
Well, I didn't give him the 5 at the beginning, I gave him the 5 at the end.
he gets
And now
5.
he's gonna also roll a d6. Okay. Alright, Apernir.
It is... I was about to say it's Apnir's turn. Too used to saying shit like that. I am going to...
And now that he is around the corner, though, your line of sight is obstructed, so okay.
Would you allow a free perception check to see if he had gained his breath weapon back? Like the ice is trickling around his mouth or something?
I'll just tell you right now, he did not get it back.
Okay.
He has to roll a 5 or a 6.
No, I'm just
there
trying
we
to
go.
role play a way to do it. Without...
Apnir moves up and over.
Alright,
Shoots
that
it.
provokes the attack of opportunity because he
Does
has
it?
reach.
Yeah, he's got reach.
I was here. I moved up here.
And that's within 10 feet of him.
Okay, then.
So say you want to take that move back.
can move up 1 and still see him.
No,
I
I'm
think
trying to
you
get
can
next
only
to them.
move 1 back before you.
He's trying to get next to us.
Yeah.
But there's a small problem. Naria's just going to keep charging after him.
Oh no, he knows.
What does the dragon seem to be doing? Is it
Um,
looking for Apnir? Why does he move over here?
He kind of backed into the corner so he can watch both his sides, and his front is back towards where he came from.
So he doesn't seem to be paying attention to me, does he?
Well, no, he's kind of like looking side to side, like he knows you're there, and he's looking to see if you're going to dash out. But he's trying to basically get himself into a corner so he can cover his full field of view.
Cover his flanks? Okay.
He's basically trying to see if he can get you all back into a slice to hit more of you with his breath when it recharges.
Not moving actively moving towards me aggressively.
No.
Okay.
At least not at the exact moment. That might change if you do something to incur his wrath.
Then Apnir is going to It's going to... Can I see him from here?
You'd have to move up 1.
In fact, I think you could move up 1 and back 1 and still have a line of sight because he's large size.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I tested out with the line.
Yeah, you can go to there and you'd still be able to see his front corner.
Apernier's going to move here and cast Aggravating Force.
You can basically see his head kind of shifting back and
Max damage.
Appernier is like, no, you do not come near me.
How much is max damage?
It is 7, 8, I think. Hold on. I haven't done damage really. It's 9 points of force damage. Next ally to attack him gets a +1 bonus to their attack roll. And then that's Apernier's turn.
Alright, Gary.
Alright. 1.
You've lost your +1 to AC, by the way. It's on.
3. 4. And yes, I know I take an op attack. Do I also lose
Actually,
it?
you
Plus, do I also? Oh yeah, it was to the end of the counter. Never mind. Well,
yeah, yours is until you expend that bonus action to get the
So
hit.
that is going to be 12 damage.
all right.
Does he? I thought you don't take op attacks when you go into a threatened space.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you're thinking of 5e.
You would then. No, melee would always get hit if first
I
they tried to go in.
Range.
Yeah, he moved into his range, which doesn't provoke the attack of opportunity, and then he moved through his range.
Yeah, as long as you're in the threat range.
And, when he enters the 10-foot part, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. When
But
he
I kept
enters the
moving.
5-foot range, that provokes the attack of opportunity. That's the advantage of range.
Yeah. Let's, like,
Is if you don't have
formation against
range,
the cover
then
zone.
you have to provoke an attack of opportunity to get up next to them.
Okay.
All right. And with that, I'm going to use my daily comeback strike.
There you go. This is where the dailies start rolling in.
Oh,
I
timely.
just used my daily.
And that was +1, you said? 2 attacks?
I don't know. I didn't say anything about +1s.
Oh, fuck!
And you fumbled the daily.
That...
Does he have reach?
That's what I worried about.
Unfortunately, that means I used it up, so I can't use it again.
Does he have reach?
Yeah.
But reach doesn't do while you're in the threat range. Is what I'm
Fine,
saying.
whatever. I will. Whatever. Fine. Take your 12 health back, and everyone's gonna bitch about it.
I'm just trying to figure out how op attacks work, because what I'm looking up says adjacent and trying to figure out exactly.
So I know for a fact there's like a whole thing in 4E about lance builds being broken as fuck because of the reach op attack rule.
Yeah, no, I agree with Sovik, you know.
Fine, let Sovik is.
I have no problem staying with the 19 damage, with a 19 health left. I have
He's
no
gonna
problem.
look it up and make sure for next time.
We'll look it up after. For now, let's just. Gary can have his 12 back, and we'll continue on.
Alright, so if I have my 12 back, then can that just be like a basic attack I did then? Because the comeback strike does
Yeah.
healing.
Yeah, fine.
And I was okay with either.
I just don't know if a dragon's like a horse. Horses don't get reach. Is he a horse-like dragon?
No.
Horses are very
I mean,
grappleless, though.
He is large, so I mean, he would be around the size, if not a little bigger than a horse, probably like a big war horse or a draft horse.
So basically, Clydesdale.
Yeah, you're basically fighting a giant leathery white Clydesdale.
Why are we fighting Pegasus? With leather.
Anyway, it is your turn, Neo.
Ah, I'm sorry, I was looking shit up. Farvis, seeing that his friend is still near, is going to move here. Keep moving, never staying still. And then he's going to, out of his hand, pull out an orb of force with circle things around it. Just like before, he plucks each one of the circle things, throws it to the ground. And going to do 2 things this turn. First, he's going to try to do Force Orb. That's a +1, so 14 versus Reflex.
As a miss.
Okay. Then he's going to use one of his action points to do magic missile. 15 versus
miss.
reflex. God, his reflexes must be high.
Yeah.
All right. Farvis's. That's the end of Farvis's turn then.
Vander?
Sup?
$21 is a hit.
I shove him to the left one.
So you're shifting him towards you a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, his turn. He's gonna try and double claw the Minotaur again. Which are both misses.
Yep, because at the moment my AC is 20.
Yeah. And he gets his 5 damage from the acid.
And now he gets to try and save.
Hooray.
He saves. The acid magic disintegrates across his body.
Alright. And he gets an icy glint in his eye as frost starts to build up in his mouth like he's getting ready to breathe again. Apernir?
13 his AC.
Nope.
13 his reflex.
No.
Vander still gets a +1 either way.
Okay.
Do you want to move around the corner since he now has his breath weapon back and we know it?
Do I know it?
Yes.
I just gave the he's getting ready to breathe again thing.
How big is his? Will it hit me here?
You saw from when he did his breath before, you estimate that it's a 5-space reach, which is actually what it is.
Yep. Also,
It's a reach 5 cone.
How big's it?
Actually,
I
no,
always
yeah.
have problems with that.
No, it's a blast. So yeah, it's basically a shotgun blast. That's a 10-foot line forward.
yep. Also, Flux, that thing that granted the +1 to attacks, was that just for that turn, or?
That was just for that turn.
Okay.
It was for the next person who hit him.
Tide,
+2.
right? Tide of Iron.
Ooh, I know that one.
Wait, hold on.
Did
No,
you miss?
no. Yeah. No, that was last round.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it was still continuing into this round or not.
A lot of my stuff is till the end of my next.
Okay. Unless that has any bonuses, that's a miss.
Nope.
Am I safe now?
It depends on where he decides to go and which angle he decides to use. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, I missed.
Suck it. I've only been hit once.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my... Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Farvis.
Farvis moves to here, poking around the corner. You know what? I'll move to here. That way I can actually see him without trying to bullshit about leaning away.
Yeah.
Could I have seen him here? Or is that wall...
No.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
We've been ruling that corners obstruct.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. And I'm going to, since it's all I got right now, which I like, but I don't like. 19 versus reflex.
That is a hit.
8 force damage as 2 missiles pop out of my
Oh my
hand.
God, are you about to do? I think you're about to do something that would actually. It's not gonna seem good, but it's good.
What?
Hang on. I had to do some quick math. So I think you just bloodied him. Yeah, you bloodied him.
Oh no!
His eyes go bloodshot with rage.
I think he's pissed.
I have been poking him this
And
entire encounter.
he gets to, as an immediate action, blow off his breath weapon.
Wait,
But does he have to do it towards me, which he can't hit because of the
No, he
wall?
just gets to use it.
Oh, fuck you.
But for the rest of the fight, he's going to ignore tactics. And just attack the closest whatever. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Couldn't
That's
hit
the
me.
only one you can hit is the 2 melee guys.
Yeah. Can't hit
So
me.
he's going to roll his breath weapon, which is a +4 versus reflex.
I roleplayed that Farvis was smart enough to estimate
damn it.
the distance.
it was against reflex, was it? That's a miss, then.
Who's it hitting?
No one.
Oh, it's not going. Am I in the range of it?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Then I'm good.
Yeah, you're just out of range.
Oh, it's a nice chill.
Actually, I think so.
Meanwhile, Farvis is just down here like.
No, you are actually just in range.
No,
Even with the corner?
he would have to angle it towards the melee guys.
Oh
so
yeah,
no.
you're right. Yeah, so yeah, the way it's angled, it would shoot just past you.
Yeah,
No,
frosted
wait.
tips on
I
my
should
hair.
basically see an ice laser like go like just in front of your nose. Like, oh, that's a thing.
He would
It's
have
the
to move.
icicles on my nose. Oh, jeez.
He would have to move and take an op attack from the Minotaur to line up all three of them.
All right, so he has been bloodied, and he's in rage. That's gonna be
Farvis
his
has just
rage
been
icon.
pew 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 this entire
Yeah,
fight.
Frank, yeah, he's getting fucking jobbed hard. 22 versus reflex hits.
Another 10 damage, and I slam him, and I move him back to the right.
You move him back to the wall? So you make it where Apenir is safe. That's actually a really good.
Also, kind of does it for you as well.
Well, no, I was already safe. So
Just start clawing at Kiri again. Hello.
Ow.
So that's one of those is a crit. The other one's a miss. So the crit is gonna do 12 damage.
You know, the downside to being a
Still
vampire
gonna do 12 damage one way or the other.
is because I didn't bloody him, I don't get to use my other ability.
oops.
It happens.
Apenir.
I like how the two meatheads have just been blocking.
Move here.
Yeah, that's how
shoot-
4 is supposed to work when everyone's doing their job.
I shoot an arrow, a crossbow arrow at him.
Okay.
Hit.
20 hit his AC.
Yes.
Actually, it was a 21 to hit his AC, but regardless. Take 6 points of damage. Vander and Narina both get a +1 bonus to their attack rolls and a +1 to their damage rolls. Oh wait, where am I wisdom mod? Oh, that's a +2 to damage. Well, that's a lot more powerful than I was
So
using it.
1 to attack, 2 to damage.
Yeah, 1 to attack, 2 to damage. And I think. Can I see that he's enraged?
Yeah, no, he's got like full on like bloodshot eyes. He's fuming at the nose. Like he's doing like the full bolt, like I'm gonna just fucking murder everything in my sight thing.
I'm curious. Has he ever once looked at Farvis? Has he
Yes.
ever just
When-
outright
when-
looked?
Yeah, when he was backing up to try and get up against the wall to try and maneuver a more advantageous position, he gave everyone like a I'm gonna fucking murder you look.
Oh, okay.
And then that's my turn.
Cool.
All right, daily
All right, Gary.
comeback strike. Come on, hit, baby. Oh,
No.
17 AC? Oh no, you added.
I've already
17
added-
AC. Nope.
well, shucks.
All right. Farvis.
Farvis is gonna move up 1. For some reason.
The other thing is, before he seemed to kind of have like almost, I'm not gonna say a fighting style to the way he was attacking, but like he was clearly aiming for weak points. The last time he attacked, he was just wildly just trying to maul.
That dragon knows Muay Thai. Not sure how to use it, but he knows it.
He's getting up on his hind legs, just like.
He knows judo. He does a lot of dragon throws.
Alright, so Farvis is going to.
Actually, if he manages to connect with both claw attacks, he does get a third attack where he basically pulls you in for a bite.
19 versus reflex.
That is a hit.
6 damage, and then Farvis is gonna burn his last action point. Try again, and he's gonna miss this time. 8 versus 9. That would have been 20 versus reflex and 9 versus reflex.
Okay.
And you can only use 1 action point per encounter.
Oh, then never mind. That
Yeah.
second one
Vander?
wouldn't have gone off.
What should I do? So many choices.
I like how I'm the only
That
one
is a
that's
miss.
used an action point this encounter.
Did you have the +1, Vander?
That's
Yeah,
still a
that's,
miss, even with the
it's
+1.
still a miss.
His reflex is 17 or 18.
It's
Yeah,
18.
I could not re-roll a daily with an action point, so
I
wouldn't
don't,
go down.
I don't understand how it... Yeah, that makes sense. He's a dexterous little fucker.
I mean, it's his second lowest. Alright, he's going to go for the double claw dealy on the Minotaur. Gonna
Nope.
miss, and he's gonna burn his action point to do another double claw.
At least one hit.
And he's gonna roll his damage. 1d8 plus 4.
Hey, I'm actually going to use a ritual for a reason.
9.
And ow.
Alright, Apernir.
Okay. Apernir is going to summon a dart, jab it right into Narina's back. Narina, you get Healing Surge +5.
Okay.
Well, you're just injecting people with random shit, basically.
There is no fucking fluff for what the healing infusions look like, so I'm just imagining I've got a bunch of darts. Because I have life healing darts.
In my headcanon, you're just not psychotic singed.
In my headcanon, what he has is a bunch of syringe that he's turned into darts that he just
Well,
fucking throws.
I can summon magical darts that like steal in
Yeah.
life from enemies. So I'm imagining I'm just summoning one of those and then hitting someone.
You know what it is? You're the TF2 medic with a Bloodsauger.
So you're healed,
Yep.
Narina, and then I'm going to shoot. I'm going to cast a spell on my crossbow and shoot immediately at the.
Okay.
12 hit his.
No.
A 13 hit his AC.
Nope.
What? Fucking that shouldn't require a hit by 40. That should not require. Okay. And then I'm going to action point do it again.
Okay.
Unfortunately, even Magic Missile requires a hit.
So no, I don't know how my thing hitting gives other people the power in their weapons. Frankly,
That's how some things just.
the act of me infusing my weapon should be the air effect. But whatever. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Tide of Iron. Action point.
I was gonna say, does he have any buffs to his attack?
I think that was a +1 to that. Oh, I know.
Yeah, because if he has a +1, that is a hit.
No,
Good,
you
I'm
don't
a-
have any
Okay,
bonuses.
then that is a
Because
miss.
I didn't hit with magic weapon.
All right. Action point. Tide of Iron again. Nope.
All right, Farvis.
What book is, never mind. Farvis is going to move one closer because he's suicidal. Trying to keep an eye on on the group, and he's going to 17 versus reflex.
Miss.
Okay, that's all we can do.
Vander?
So, since I've never used an action point and I just had a milestone, do I have 2 action points or just still 1?
You have
Yes,
2
you
action
have two
points,
for fight.
but you can only
You have
use
two,
one in
but
the
you can only
encounter.
use one here.
Okay. 17 hit.
17 versus reflex is a miss.
Go again!
That is a hit.
And I don't shift them anywhere, just leave them there.
Okay. All right. As he's been doing.
He's gone insane. He doesn't care about his own life. He only cares about.
He just wants to kill that Minotaur.
Yeah, he just wants to kill the tech.
Because all he knows is that Minotaur is somehow stopping him from hitting the squishy, and he doesn't like it.
Yes.
All right, Apernir.
What about the squishy in the corner? Don't worry about him.
You're only on your own. These things are crunchy.
I mean, he
My
still
turn.
takes the penalty to trying to hit you anyway.
Not for nothing. This is exactly how I would think a wizard would fight. Get away from the group and pew pew pew.
Yeah,
pew,
that
pew.
is exactly what you're supposed to do.
You're a sniper. Run the fuck away and
Yeah.
hit from advantage.
Yeah, Wizards in 4E, there's two kinds. There's Sniper Debilitator, and there's Sniper Crowd Control.
I am sniper crowd control.
All right,
That's my turn.
that's your turn. All right, Gary.
Tide of Iron. Yes.
That's a hit.
Did you get some special 19 crit thing?
No, my crit range is 20.
Oh, fair enough.
So 11 damage. He goes down a square, and I take it.
Virus.
Arvis, seeing him moving, is going to continue moving ever so bit. Every once in a while, just boop.
Kind of hell, Toby.
That's an
17
18 versus reflex.
That is a hit. 7 damage.
7 force damage as they blast into his wings.
Vander.
So I can only use 1 action point per encounter.
Yes.
So everybody's gonna leave this place with 1 action point, essentially.
Top this dragon. That was a miss.
Yep.
This is a milestone. He gets a second action.
Except he can't use it.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, going after the Minotaur. Ooh, that is a 20. That was a 20. 20 to your AC, Carrie.
20 hits.
Okay. And now for the second claw.
Yep.
That's also a hit, so I get the roll for his bite. Which misses.
I got you! Clunk, clunk! So how much damage? That's the question.
So the first claw does 11. And the second claw does 12.
So 11 and 12. That's 23.
23.
Does that drop you, Gary?
4 health
Pretty
left.
close. I can see his health bar. It's pretty low.
Remember, as a free action, you can pop that bonus.
Yes.
Yeah, you can pop it right now.
And
if you
I'm
want.
popping that bonus. So that's what, 5 extra HP?
That's your healing surge plus 1.
Healing surge plus
And
1.
he's getting ready to breathe again.
He said he was going to stop doing his breath attack.
No, he would have gotten it recharged automatically on the bloody. Basically, what you did is you stopped him from getting 2 free breath attacks in a row.
Also,
Yeah,
he's
but I
not
thought you said
using.
Because he recharged it off the roll before you bloodied him and was about to use
No, but I
it.
thought you said he wasn't doing intelligent things anymore.
He's not doing intelligent things. He's just gonna blindly blast forward.
Just saying
Because
you have it.
normally his tactic is he flies around before he uses his breath weapon to try and hit the maximum number of people possible.
Okay. We got this.
That's what he does. Every time his breath weapon recharges, he tries to fly to a position where he can hit. More
You're
of the
out
target.
of his reach, so you can
Yeah.
actually move to the pillar if you want and still hit.
You know, I know. First off, I'm gonna shout out Vander. Try getting behind it.
Jump on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, let's get flanking, guys. Then I'm gonna cast Thundering Armor. Four does not hit him, but our energy
Still gets
surges into Norina's armor. 20 hits him, I assume.
Yes.
His fortitude.
That actually matches his fortitudes. Yeah.
He takes. Takes 5 points of damage. And I'm not gonna push him back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Gary.
Okay, Tide of Iron again.
I'm out of heal speed. Beat dubs.
Good to know.
Can we
That's
use an
it.
action to use a healing surge if we have
No.
to?
As a fighter, I can.
Yeah, specific actions do that.
Yep. So he takes 10 damage and gets pushed back again.
Farvis.
Farvis is gonna see others. Seeing Apernir move up is gonna move down. See, that was there. Yeah, I can move around to here. I can still see him from here, correct?
No.
Okay. And I can move down to here. I can see him from here, right?
Yes.
All right. Magic missile. Probably miss. I can't tell
Yep.
yet.
That is a miss.
11 versus reflex. All right.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty terrain again?
It's basically double your.
It-
It's double move cost.
So
Yeah.
if you move 6
It
squares, you move 3.
you can only move 3 squares through it if you can normally move 6.
Okay. So each step in there is 3 squares?
Each step in there is 2.
Okay.
Don't you have a vampire teleport?
That was my...
That's his daily,
That's my daily.
Oh,
which he
okay.
used.
Yeah. 2, 3.
I think that's your max movement. I thought.
Okay.
No?
I have 7 movement.
Oh no,
You can move that way.
Okay, you did move a lot, so he does get his op.
Yep.
He always opts with his bite attack, so he's going to try and bite you. For 18, he gets penalty because you're not Kiri, so that's a miss.
Yep.
This guy snaps at you as you dance past him.
And
Alright,
hey,
just
guess
now,
what?
guys
Hey,
are-
hold
A
on.
second.
Hold up. Narina gets to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
18 to AC.
that is a hit.
That is a crit.
And a 24 to reflex. So whatever max damage is, let me
So-
check.
Hang on. So Kiri did 10 damage.
Max
And
damage
Zon?
on that would be
It'd be
12. Right?
1 weapon plus
1d10 plus whatever your modifier is. What's your modifier? 2, so 12.
my modifier.
His modifier is a
My modifier is a 4.
So
No.
it's 1d10 plus 4? 14?
okay. So it's
So he took 24 damage from those 2 attacks.
all right.
How's he looking?
He's looking worse for wear, definitely.
Isn't there a condition when you're at a quarter?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. After trying to snap a few times at the Trixie vampire, he turns back to Kiri to use his breath weapon. 4, which is a miss. Just kind of, he doesn't even like wait until he finishes looking at you. He just kind of like wildly like shoots it off toward the ice pool as you kind of like and it runs out of juice before he actually gets to you. And that's his turn.
He has not had any luck with that breath weapon.
Oh,
Oh, he
I'm
hit
fr-
with it.
yeah.
He's hit with it.
Yeah,
No,
he just kind of wild Godzilla got hit trying to do his nuke breath, just flailed that thing around.
Who got hit with it?
All right, Apernier.
Seeing the breath weapon has been discharged, Apernir moves back over, and he shoots at the dragon. Misses.
He's just moving too much in his rage.
14 does not hit him, but Narina gets a +1 to her AC again.
All right.
As Apernir spends his whole combat reapplying buffs.
All right.
Basically,
Tide of Iron.
it's a
I mean,
thankless
I
job.
have
Somebody
to-
has to
Nope.
do it.
I mean, I have to imagine we're all just kind of really shocked by how this combat is going against our first dragon.
Yeah.
Figured out our rules now.
Artis.
Okay.
Yeah, took you this whole dungeon, but
Alright,
you finally figured out how to work as a team.
Our defender isn't just sitting off on a fucking pedestal flinging rocks.
Which works. This is the first time any of you have ever worked together. So, yeah, it took you the whole dungeon to finally come together as a team and realize, hey, this is how teamwork with us should work.
All right.
You don't trust that shifty vampire though.
Look, it took the Avengers a little bit to figure out how to work as a team.
Farvis is going to move a bit closer, and he's going to because
I'll kind of smash a puny god first.
he's getting a little bit tired of doing only magic missile. He's going to try and scorching
And
burst right
Getting it.
here, and it's not gonna do it. All right, fine.
I'm getting tired of using magic missile. What blasphemy
Banner.
is that?
I should have used magic missile.
What do I do? Do I slam or do I slam?
Do I slam or do I slam? I do have other.
Come into the jam.
His other at will's ranged and a healing attack that that takes blood from an enemy if he hits him.
Yeah.
But it's less damage than slam. So
Everything is slam.
Also-
slam man.
welcome to the
Defense,
slam.
its defense is against fortitude, and so far, every time I've tried to roll against fortitude, it's not hit as well.
Fair enough.
Hey, by the way, there was an update that actually made magic missile automatically hit.
Hey, look!
July 2010.
Was that
So in other words, I'm not supposed to be rolling magic missile.
Yeah.
No, it's a standard action, just 2+ in intelligence modifier.
I jump up and I bring my fist down on it like a sledgehammer, and then
Hang on.
I'm thinking.
2d4
Wait.
plus intelligence then? Flux?
It'd be what we can implement now.
Alright.
Sweet. Sovik, we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. My wife just came in and told me. Hang on. I need to give Son his new theme song.
I don't know who. I don't care. I hate you all.
Yes!
Alright, so he hit his reflex, did 8 damage. Alright, was that your turn?
yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, he's gonna try and hit Kiri again.
No. No.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Aperneer. Down to 16 health. Can we pull off the last minute buff kill?
Gotta keep wasting bolts to apply buffs. It sucks.
the life of the TF2 medic is a thankless one, but an important one.
The +1 AC.
Okay, Narina.
Let's try a little something different. Sure Strike instead.
Wait, you
It's a
guys
good
are
thing Red Fox decided not to come in, or he would not have been able to do anything this session.
By the way, both of you are getting +2s to your attacks.
What?
Flanking. There's an advantage due to flanking.
Yeah, you both have flank.
Excellent.
That's why he told you to move there.
Kiri, I've had to tell you how to use your mark and how flanking works.
I take it that's a
This is
hit.
not to DM anymore.
That is a
Kiri,
hit.
you were doing really well with 5e. It's just 4e fucked you up somehow.
Yep.
Alright.
5 damage.
Alright, he's down to 11.
All right, which one? What's the new rule then? Do you want me to use the magic missile no roll? I'd rather use that one.
No.
No.
Magic missile as written.
As written, it was updated to 2+ intelligence modifier, no attack roll.
Fine, whatever if the errata says that, then that's what we go by.
All right, that's the only thing it changed. It lowers the damage and makes it not hit. All right, so that would be Farvis suddenly realizing he's been doing magic missile wrong this entire time.
Wait a minute, I've been adding an extra step.
I've been adding an extra stupid ass.
I've been casting maximize the magic missile this whole time.
Yeah, essentially it's 2+ intelligence modifier. If you implement as an enhancement bonus, you add that, and you can use it as a range base.
So that's just another 7 damage. Boom! As suddenly Farvis realizes this always hits. Why the fuck has he been trying to aim it? And he actually turns backwards away from the dragon, shoots. It goes up in the air around and hits the dragon in the face.
So
Turns out I have to aim away from them.
You get really cocky.
So what, were you trying to do a wanted
Farvis
bullet curve?
realizes he's being a dumbass.
He's got 4 life. Let's see if he can bring us home.
Yeah. Farvis hit him in the face.
Oh!
Yes. Are we gonna get back to Farvis and he's gonna have to kill it? Because I really hope not.
Against me, I assume?
Yeah.
I want Aperneer to
11
kill
damage.
the dragon.
1 HP, baby!
Come on, Aperneer. Crit the dragon, kill it so we can go home.
I want Aperneer to kill the dragon.
Woo! +1
Yeah.
AC. As
Roll
it was like
above a 15.
16 fucking bolts and arrows at the wall behind the dragon.
You made a perfect outline of them.
There's just like there's just arrows and fucking lightning scorches.
You made an outline and then just started doing fancy little like art, like stink lines coming off it.
Oh!
It's Farvis. Farvis just looks at everyone and looks at the dragon and goes, "Wow, I'm gonna
Boom,
kill it."
headshot.
The blood is in my eyes.
He pulls out his middle finger to the dragon and goes, "You know, you really aren't worth this." And boom, and pops his head.
What do you? What? Oh,
Magic
yeah, that's your
missile,
turn.
7 more
Right.
damage.
For some reason, I saw
7 more
Vander,
damage.
Vander's turn.
He is dead.
You know, the moment I told you that errata, you got real fucking cocky.
Oh yeah, because one of the biggest problems with magic
Don,
missile
he was already dead.
I fly into its blood and joyfully
Uh,
dance.
no.
Just a flying fucking pile driver.
Farvis says, "I've got a way to carry this entire dragon home. We don't need to cut it up right now."
Okay.
And Farvis crosses his legs on the ground and he starts summoning Tensar's floating disc.
Is there a weight capacity for that thing?
That's what I'm about to find out.
Okay. So, everyone between the last fight and this fight gained 400 XP each.
We still wouldn't be leveled up then.
No, we each gained 400 HP.
You each got 400, yeah.
So what are we at then?
Oh, hang on. Let me add the whole dungeon together.
Because my math is only 832.
Hang on. I'm just going to add the total XP values for each room because that's how it lists it.
By the way, now that the fight is over, Reach does not automatically give off attack. There's a special ability called Threatening Reach that gives off attacks.
All right.
Otherwise, large just means you have more adjacent squares to you.
Okay, I need to look up ritual spells real quick. Because we need to quickly get back to town and do all that stuff. Ritual.
Because also, by the way, Neotag and Full you also get experience points for completing the adventure once you turn in for your reward.
Ah, so that's why we're like gonna level up to 2 then.
But we haven't turned in the reward yet.
Yeah. Okay, so each of you should be at 693.75.
What?
I added all the rooms together and divided it by 4. And that gives you 693 experience points, 0.75.
So does that round up, or?
That's
I'm going to run that up to 694.
Because we were at 832.
That was divided by 4.
Because it was... Oh, wait, no, I missed a room. Hang on. We do this again.
We were at 800 and something before. We had to go down by almost 200.
We lost XP because we were stupid and couldn't hit the dragon.
I forgot that the first 2 didn't take up double page spreads like the other 2 fights in this dungeon.
So for the record, a large black...
Hang on, I'll be back, guys.
A large black disc appears underneath the dragon and lifts it up. It can this one I summoned can hold up to 1,000 pounds.
So half a ton. Okay.
Half a ton.
Nice.
And it will last 24 hours, and it will follow me wherever I need it to go.
I would be suggesting we just crash for the night. Get all our heals and stuff back.
No, we need to get outside with the dragon, or the Tensar's disc will be away. And no, can we? Well, I think we can get back in time.
Yeah. I legitimately do not recall how long it took us to get from the town to this
We'll find
dungeon.
out when Sovik gets back. So, guys, it looks like we've killed a dragon.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. That's Parn. 1 second. So, it looks like we've won.
It was glorious!
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
You did good, kid.
I've read stories about knights slaying dragons. Oh, I never thought I'd meet one, let alone face off against.
Also, those kobolds were dicks. How many spears did we come out with? Was it 21, 23? I lost count.
We have a grand total of... Where did I have it in my notes? 19 kobold spears.
No, it was over 20. Cause...
Each kobold had a spear. There's... In the first room, there's 4. Then 8.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, my wife was going to bed. Sorry about
7,
that.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14,
500.
15, 16,
550.
17, 18, 19, 20. I counted 20.
What are you getting the 20th from? Are you counting that Drake thing?
Yeah, they had it. We asked.
The Drake did not have a spear.
Oh, I thought you said they did.
No, the Drake does not. It's a fucking Drake. It's a lizard.
Right.
You don't give your pet gecko a spear.
All right, we cut off the. For some reason, we cut off their heads to take as proof. That's right.
No, I cut its wing off.
Well, I cut off a head. So we have a Drake head, 19 spears, and we're taking an entire dragon back with us.
I actually could have used first aid in the middle of combat.
Yes, you can.
Hang on.
We have 19.
Fucking up my math.
19 spears.
I keep leaving out different rooms, but then coming to the same math anyway.
Out of curiosity, can you guys also see my health bar, or is that only something Sylvie can see?
Only you and me can see that.
Okay. Kind of.
It's handy for me because I can see which one of you guys are near death, which is something enemies look for.
At the same time, it'd be helpful for a healer.
I never took a single hit that entire battle.
Oh,
that's better. All right, so the total experience points for the dungeon
per person.
Just the dungeon. No, just in total. I haven't divided it yet. It's 3,325. So divide that by 4. You should each be at 831.
See, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just about 170 away from a leveling up. Okay.
Yeah.
That will be our dragon.
All right, now let me go to your.
All right, I suggest we just take this.
All right, if you manage to slay the dragon, I like how this is phrased. If you manage to slay the dragon, they find a small cave up ahead, which is not on the map. That has a locked treasure chest.
Okay. I cast detect magic in the room.
No magic. Well, actually, there's magic. It's inside the chest, not coming from the chest, just in the chest.
So there's some item in the chest that's magical.
Appernier fumbles around in his bags and pulls out his thieves' tools.
Okay.
He's gonna first check for trap.
No trap. Don't even need to check for that. You're just like, this is just a normal ass fucking chest.
And then unlock the chest. Jesus Christ.
You break a lockpick. Would you like to try again? Nope. Someone want to try breaking it open?
1 second.
Hold on, I got it.
Oh yeah, actually you did get it. It was a DC 20.
I used the wrong pick. Sorry.
You broke a screwdriver and a wrench trying to get it open.
That one was for raking.
Inside is the piece of dragon hide that you're hired to get.
Yes, excellent. We need that.
That green dragon hide.
Mm-hmm.
A bag of 100 gold. Well, not a bag. It's just like 100 loose gold pieces hanging out in the chest. A pearl and a small felt bag worth about 20 gold, and a +1 life drinker longsword, a level 5 item.
I think I might take that one.
The longsword provides its user with a +1 enhancement bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. On a crit, it deals an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. In addition, when the user drops an enemy to 0 hit points with a melee attack with the weapon, they gain 5 temporary hit points as it sucks out their blood and feeds it to their owner.
There's gonna be some fights over that.
Yeah, this.
Oh, I just realized that +1 staff, because I have Staff of Defense, that adds that +1 to my defense as well.
What were the other items again?
I now have a 17 AC.
The other items was just loot and the hide. There's also one more thing in the room, and that is a desk, of all things.
The desk.
And there's a letter on the desk.
What does the letter say?
Farvis will look at it.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me find where I stashed that, because this dumb thing wouldn't let me upload it as a handout. No, I don't want you to open in Word. It's an RTF document, you son of a bitch.
Meanwhile, the dragon's just floating on a giant black disc behind Farvis everywhere he walks.
Appernier's gonna grab up the gold pieces, pour them in the bag he already had, and the pearl.
We trust you. We will distribute the money afterwards.
What does the
the letter reads in Draconic, if anyone speaks that.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
I think I have it because I'm a mage, but I'm not sure.
I do. A lot of runes are written in Draconic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I have it too.
In Draconic, it translates out to Sarthax. I can't really pronounce this. This dragon actually had a fucking name.
Zathrax.
Yeah, Zathrax. My master is pleased with the specimens your followers have provided thus far and wishes to convey an affirmation of his intention to provide the promised rewards upon his ascension. However, he wishes the volume of specimens increased at once, for the winds are due to blow anew soon, and the time for his plans are upon us. Take care not to raise too much suspicion from outside the Vale. As long as Fallcrest thinks this is just some upstart kobolds and accepts the loss of those lost caravans as simple theft, the plan remains safe from interference or discovery. I need not remind you of the price of failure, where you're placed in the current order of things should things change. You are but a worm compared to my master, and you will do well to remember that should your followers fail to meet our expectations. Continue to serve us well, Lord Kazak.
I fold up the letter. Farvis says, "This is what I need for the guild. I also think we're probably going to need to show the regent." What was it? The regent? What was his title again?
The Lord Mayor, I think it was.
The Lord Mayor?
Well, Warden. I think it was Lord Warden.
Yes.
Lord Warden. We're probably going to have to show him. So Farvis...
Yeah, he wanted the spears and the bone mask.
Yeah. Farvis tucks the letter in his coat and says, "Well, we have everything we need, and we have a bonus of a free dragon that I'm sure a blacksmith will really like having. There are many uses for a dragon.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Apernir?
You want to try and drag the dead dragon out of here?
He has Tensor's magic disc.
It's our floating disc.
Okay.
I rolled a.
How much can that?
1,000 pounds.
I rolled a 28, so it carries up to 1,000 pounds.
Now I have to look. Are there stats for how heavy a dragon is?
The damage is how you're going to get through the secret door, though.
It came in somehow.
You probably flew in.
Is there a hole in the ceiling?
No. Actually, you're underground.
So how then the dragon? There is a squeeze action in the game, so the dragon probably squeezed itself.
I mean, you also find it weird that this dragon had a person-sized desk and chest.
Yeah.
Maybe it can shapeshift.
Well, it can't do that while it's dead. I get it.
All right, let's take the dragon with us. We'll move slowly through the squeeze action. God, I hate that.
Yeah, would you believe it? There aren't actually rules for how heavy a dragon is. So I'm just gonna say fuck it.
It's half a ton I can carry with this thing right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that you can carry this dragon. It weighs as much as like a fucking horse or something.
All right. We carry the entire dragon outside, and we start heading to town. How long would it take us to get to town?
It took you. What did I say it was? I think I said
it was a couple of hours outside town,
so.
From what I remember. One of the reasons I'm using a 24-hour ritual spell, because I think we can get back in time.
What does dragon blood taste like?
What does it taste like?
You could try it, Vander, if you want, but I'd rather leave the dragon intact.
Well, in the fight, I had to drain some of its blood.
It's basically, it's 15 miles away.
So it's just it's like an hour or two.
I think it's roughly like a quarter or a half day's travel.
Okay.
So you probably like left in the morning, got here at noon, spent a couple hours. You could easily get back by evening.
All right, let's head back, and we can take a leisurely stroll. But this spell only lasts for 24 hours. And
the white dragon tastes like after 8 minutes.
Okay. So, are we agreed we're all leaving and bringing the dragon with us?
Yes.
Okay. So we left.
All right. So you leave, you come back to town.
Change the map. Change the map.
And
Right, so Farvis wants to know what's the first thing the guard says when they see us and a dead dragon floating on a disc.
They're just like, I think you have business with somebody, and just kind of clear out of the way like you don't see that every fucking day.
Walk in like your bosses.
Yes, he was a handful.
I mean, they don't actually say anything. They're just kind of like that. That's just the look on their face, like, oh fuck, what the fuck? The guy's got a goddamn dragon.
All right, so I think it's time for everyone to come
Also,
clean.
by the way, this is a very busy trade town, so you're going down this road with like a bunch of people just clearing the way. Like, the fuck?
We're parting the sea like Moses.
Yeah, you are parting the normally very busy end of the evening, like traffic rush of merchants trying to get in the city before the gates close for the night.
It's just a dragon floating dead. Everyone's like, okay, no, we're done. We don't want to get involved.
You're just floating it ahead of you guys like a fucking like icebreaker, parting the crowd ahead of you.
Behold, glorious people, for we have slain a dragon.
So I think we all should come clean. The letter I pocketed is going to get me into a magic guild. I think we should be honest with each other and split anything we're getting. Does anyone else have a side business here?
Well, I have 19 spears I need to turn into the guards.
Well, we're all going to. I mean, anything else? One of you... What was that green dragon hide?
That was for the blacksmith. Let's see. Actually, let me quickly check to see what his name was.
You know, let's go to him first. He might... Not only will he probably like the green dragon hide, but I'm pretty sure he'll make a sizable offer on our friend here. Is everyone in agreement?
Yeah, let's head to like the leader of the city. Tend to our business there.
Apernir, did you enjoy your time?
It was interesting.
Right, well, from what I've been told, this is the point where we go get paid. So I say blacksmith first. Will you lead the way? I don't quite know where the blacksmith is.
Fuck, I guess I'll just reuse the cart.
As I point to Nadja and ask her to lead the way.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the blacksmith. Let me.
How busy is the storefront of the blacksmith?
Hang on, I gotta.
Okay.
Ratham shop.
Yeah, no, Farvis got a little cocky when he realized he was doing the spell wrong and he just automatically hits. Farvis had a moment of inspiration. Wait a second. No, that was the old way to cast the spell. The right way to cast it is this.
Yeah, Tolderathan's arms.
Yep.
D4 on the map.
D4.
Okay. It's really busy. He's a.
What happens when
he's literally the town's like only like major weapon and armor smith, so he's getting a lot of like the last minute orders getting put in.
What happens when a white dragon shows up?
Everyone outside just kind of drops their shit and steps aside, like, oh the fuck, and he kind of looks up and is like, oh. He sees who you guys are. He's like, you're back. That's not the hide I wanted, but
yes, here's the hide. I take out the green.
Thank you. Yeah, he takes the hide and quickly.
We would like to know if you would like to buy this off of us, at least the hide. I'm sure the blood and the claws will be valued at the magic.
As you're saying that, he's just like snatching the hide right out of Kiri's hands. He's just like shoving a bag of gold in him. And looks at you like, buy it. I mean, I don't really have anyone who's looking to buy anything made from White Dragon hide right now. I mean, I guess I could make you guys something, and if you wanted anything made with dragon hide.
Would it be best then to leave it here, or should we take it to the Magic Guild? Because I'm sure they would be interested.
I don't think he wants. He's just kind of mumbling to himself as he's going over, talking shop to himself as the DM quickly goes to see if there's even anything you guys can fucking get made out of Dragonhide.
Well, I'm essentially trying to get him to give us a price on this versus me taking it somewhere else.
I'm going to take it right now. I was going to give you a price on that because I don't actually have any basis of comparison for money on that.
Well, then roleplay, figure something out. All right. Well,
hang on. I'm trying to see what's. Of course, price is listed as fucking special for fucking worm scale.
I mean, here's the thing.
Farvis,
here's the thing. Dragons have every single part of a dragon has always been valuable. So that's what Farvis is thinking.
In 4E, they don't really list that shit out. It's worth. I mean,
what size is the dragon?
Normal price. He's large. Like I said, he's about the size of a horse.
Oh, okay. Then he's.
You could make one or two.
Yeah.
What maybe you could make a set of armor out of him, basically.
Okay, so the question is, do we want to make the tank more tanky or help out the squishies?
Basically what he's offering is he can make you worm scale armor, which gives you an armor bonus of +10. It has a minimum enhancement bonus of +4, which I think doesn't really come in unless you're trying to enchant it. And is a heavy armor, which I think Kiri can wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you would like to skin the dragon, I mean, get its hide. I'm sure
if you were to take it to the wizard, he'd probably just give you he would probably just give you.
I'm thinking the wizard would want the blood and the claws.
I'm not gonna lie, the wizard's probably not gonna give you anything and try and say it's part of the normal reward he's gonna give you for proving it.
Yeah, the wizard would probably chip us off.
The wizard's gonna try and cheat you. That's just how the wizard is.
Do you happen to know an apothecary or a potion maker in town? I'm sure the blood would be valued by them.
I mean, I don't think anyone around here makes anything fancy like that. Kind of thinks a moment as
I mean, worst case scenario, we can bring the rest of the dragon to the regent. I mean, the High Warden, and maybe he could do something with it.
Honestly, the only person who would actually be able to make use of it, I think, is the wizard.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I know dragon.
Okay, no,
blood...
there was one other place. There's Neorum's Imports. He handles all the exotic goods in town. I'm sure he could find somebody who wants to buy the blood. Could vial it up and sell it to some traveler who either is selling it off to somebody else or using it themselves. But that's about it.
Well, this was our first adventure, and I think the group should decide. Should we just use the dragon to help one of our companions, and then see if we can sell something else off, but not worry about it if it doesn't happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had dragon meat. We could always try that too.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that now. Making the armor won't affect the meat at all.
Well, then I think what we'll do is we'll leave.
I mean, frankly, it won't affect the blood either. I don't need blood to make armor. That's gross.
Well, what we're going to do is I think we're going to leave the dragon here. You can skin it as you like.
Okay, yeah.
We'll be back. If at all possible, if you could try to preserve the claws and the blood, I would be very grateful. And I hand him 10 gold to facilitate handling the blood and the.
No, don't worry about it. I mean, you guys did me a favor, so I'll do you a solid to get this thing all carved up nice and good and everything ready for you guys to get your rewards from others as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I will definitely come back here for business if I ever have need.
I dare you to find another guy in town. I haven't run out of business.
he laughs.
He laughs half jokingly and kind of half serious at
that. Like you.
Have we finished our business here?
At the black shop? Yeah, blacksmith, I believe so.
I mean, you probably want to wait until the morning to come back, though, because I am really busy. I don't know if I can get to this right away. I mean, I'll get the perishable stuff done, but I don't know about the... Well, pardon the pun, the meat of it, I don't think I'll get to.
Well, the spell will last for, what you'd say, 12 more hours?
Yeah.
The spell, keeping it aloft, will last for 12 more hours. Where do you want it? For...
Just right over there. He kind of points... He's got, like, one of those, like, kind of open air... the roof over it, like forge areas.
All right, I will put it right there. I'm going to make the spell stay here, so you'll be able to harvest it from there for at least 12 hours. I hope it helps you.
Like I said, come back in the morning and it should be all set for you.
All right. Just make sure nobody's under it when it fades. I hope nobody get hurt.
All right, that's another 500 XP divided 4 ways for you guys.
That's 120.
125 each.
Nice. Oh, just a fart away.
Just because I'm doing the running thing. What did the dragon's blood taste like?
Very cold. It's like what's a chilled? It's kind of like a slushy.
Slushy.
Like a blue slushy.
Ooh.
Ooh, the blue raspberry slushies? Those are nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Where should
What?
we head next? I personally think we should take the letter.
The people I think you guys have, honestly, it'd be the wizard's way closer than the Lord Warden.
Yeah.
I think we should go to the wizard first, because he wanted to, in his words, rub the fact that there was more to this in the regent's face.
Yes.
And while we'll not get in trouble, it should be there. Alright.
You get to the tower, and the wizard's there with his little halfling apprentice who touches like, you're back, you're back. I see. Did you find anything?
I
Did you look
imagine
already?"
I give a I put a just because Farvis has gotten used to it. I make a mage hand appear in front of the apprentice and see if he still reacts.
He freaks the fuck out again.
You really need to get over that if you want to be a wizard.
I know, he does it every time I do it. I do it all the time. As he says that, he kind of just mage hands like a little ink pot over to him from the other side of the room.
So there's like 2 mage hands in front of him just kind of messing with him right now.
They're doing like the little like master hand, crazy hand, like idle animation.
So we've proved what you thought, and I open my coat and I pull out the leather and I hand it to him.
Yeah, he grabs it and looks at it and like, let me see this. Yeah, interesting. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I can look into it, definitely.
Our next stop is the Lord. What was it? Lord Governor. God, I can't remember his title.
The Lord Warden.
Lord Warden.
Lord
Our
Warden.
next stop is the Lord Warden. Would you like to come with us? You said something about wanting to rub this in his face.
Just tell him I was right, and I'll be there with the gloating later. For now, I gotta look up who this he puts like really like.
Could you please
old,
copy
tiny
that?
glasses on as this Kezak.
Can you
that
copy
guy.
that real quick? Because we need to take the original to him as well. You know.
Oh,
proof and
hang
all.
on. He quickly kind of takes it over to a table, takes out parchment, and he copies down in common what the letter said, and then hands you the original.
Thank you.
Actually, it takes for a moment. I can't read Draconic. Do you think you should give him the copy?
I mean,
he's kind of an idiot. He doesn't know how to read Draconic.
Maybe
He doesn't know how to read Draconic.
Maybe make 2 copies. That way we can hand him the original and the copy.
Oh, I
and you
look
can
like
keep
a
one.
copier. I'm no clerk.
Fine, I will do it. Give me the one in common, and I pull out a piece of parchment.
You can't do the one in common.
I fucking
Do you know
copy
how to
it
read
down.
Draconic? Pleb.
Yes, I do, and I copy it down real quick, and I go, fine. Here, keep your copy. We have one. We'll take the original. It'll be fine.
All right, fine.
But I'm in the guild
also,
now.
There's if you want it, because you guys did do me a solid here. The top floor of my tower has an old teleportation circle. I think it hasn't worked since the old guild died, and I'm too lazy to activate it, because where the fuck do I want to go? I have everything I need right here. If you guys ever find another circle, and you want to go ahead and reactivate this damn thing, I guess you can go ahead and link it.
Keep that in mind.
If you guys don't mind, I need to go upstairs for a minute and remember the runes on the circle.
All right.
Apronir, will you ever have
Congratulations,
access
ladies and gentlemen. That is another 125 XP.
Apronir, do you think you'll have access to teleportation in the future?
No.
All right, then I will go upstairs.
I can you hear the wizard like, I can do it. I just don't have a reason to.
What is the name of this one? What do you want me to write it down as? Circle. Teleport. Circle.
Hang on, actually, because there is actually a thing that says what it is under his tower. It is a permanent teleportation circle to the Septarch's tower.
Septarch's tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever learn any sort of travel ritual, he's given you permission to set it as the return destination.
Oh no, that's exactly what I'm doing, because that's the path Farvis is going down, a teleportation way.
You'll also be able to link it to any other teleportation circles you find, so you'll be able to create a network.
All right, well, I guess it's time to go to the last place. Oh, by the way, the agreement was if I proved this, you would allow me to access the guild resources?
Yeah, fine. The library's on the next floor up, but I imagine you're busy. Come back later. Just don't bother me after. He kind of looks at his hourglass for a minute. Nah, it's like fucking 4 o'clock. Don't bother me after 10. I'm usually in bed by then.
Okay, no problem. Apronir, would you like to visit the library with me one day?
Possibly.
He already had permission. I liked him. He was nice. You're an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I'm a country bumpkin with a
It's
mean
getting late
streak.
in the day.
Exactly,
Let's
you're
head
an
off to
asshole.
the.
Yeah, let's head off.
Okay, skipping the crotchety wizard act. All right, they let you in, recognizing you, and Lord Warden, much less of a wait now. It seems like everyone's kind of already had their grievances for the day, and he seems happy. He's like, "Oh, you've returned. Have you already been out there and back?"
Yes, we have.
Yes,
you have
Lord.
the, you have the
killed-
spears.
We killed many. Will you please present the spears, and I will pull out the bone mask.
All right, I take out the 19 spears.
He kind of looks over them from where he's on his throne, and he just kind of like does like a little like a snap, clap, clap, and then just kind of one of his attendants kind of comes over, collects them, and another one comes over and hands you
I
2 bags of gold.
also presented the bone mask, so
Yeah, you got 100 gold for the bone mask and 10 gold each for the spears.
that was 290 gold total. Right, we'll split up all the gold afterwards.
Yeah, we'll figure out the gold situation later.
Well, sir, I don't want you to get mad at me, but we also found this, and I hold up both of them. This is the original written in Draconic, which we were told you probably don't read.
The one who had just handed you the gold kind of takes it and carries it over to the Lord Warden to
And
reads
this
over
is
it.
the one in common, which you can read. It's a direct translation.
You've already been to talk to our good friend.
Unfortunately, I have to do this. He
He
was right.
He says that
You
as he's
were
kind of reading
wrong.
over it. He's got a kind of like a furrowed brow, like a very serious look. It's like,
He was right. You were wrong. He'll be over to gloat later. I'm sorry.
So, what was leading these kobolds then? This Sarzlarak?
A dragon.
Well, we
dragon.
killed a white dragon that's currently over at the blacksmith being cut up, but
that is troubling, but good that you dealt with it. That could have certainly posed an issue in the future. This is most worrying. I'll have to have my own attendants aid our good arcane friend in figuring out who this Kazakh fellow is. If he has any connection to the city at all. I believe I also promised you the mansion to do with as you please. Do you feel it salvageable at all? I'd be more than happy to reinstate the land as part of my domain and grant you.
I would love to accept such a prize, if you may.
Just kind of like slowly like head turns at you because of your choice of words, like, and the rest of you.
Well, the house itself seemed to be in good shape. They were mainly.
Certainly, I'd be willing to offer you the services of some good, excellent craftsmen here in town.
Yes.
My region can certainly tell you some people who can do good work on fair coin, but
the only issue was
in the meantime,
Yes.
Yeah, in the meantime, you're welcome to stay here in town. I can provide you with a modest home here in the upper city.
Quick time out of character. We never went in the mansion. We never cleared that mansion out.
We just built the basement.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, he didn't care about the mansion as a whole, just as long as you got rid of the kobolds. Which, as far as he knows, are all dead.
Yeah, we don't know if there's any kobolds inside that mansion. But could you?
I mean, I remember when you went, I did mention that it looked like no one had actually gone into the mansion at all in like forever.
Yeah.
So it was the only place that seemed to have any kind of recent activity was the little off.
Yeah, I remember. I remember we did perception checks on the mansion before we went down the stairs.
The kobolds had clearly just ignored the mansion proper. They were just interested in the tunnel underneath it.
Yeah.
It'd probably be a little too...
You might have some, like, rabbits and shit to deal with when you get in there. Have a bit of a Peter Rabbit situation going on, but...
Well, we will happily accept the a small house here. We've become a little group. Taking down a dragon kind of seems to have made us into an actual team.
Yep.
You guys...
Excellent.
Yes.
I'd be more than happy as well to offer you a chance to stay on as retainer in my service in case the city has future need of you.
Of course, Lord Warden. I, Vander Lordeus, pledge my service to thee.
That's really good.
I'll have the arrangements made. I'll also send some of my guards now that the danger has been passed. A small team to quickly go through and make sure no kobolds try to re-enter while we make preparations for your return to the mansion. Was there anything else I can do for you?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Very well. On behalf of the city of Fallcrest, I thank you for this great service you have rendered us.
Aye.
The roads shall be much safer, I'm sure. Though I am still worried about this letter and its contents, but we will have to worry about that bridge when we cross it.
I'm very worried about the fact that they're planning something for the next winds, and that they somehow
no one has ever been able to predict them before. Yes, that is quite worrying.
That seems something like we need to alert a lot of people.
Yes, I plan to have runners go out before the dawn, and I'll be sure to increase the watch on the walls as well.
Well, if that's all, guys, I think we need to head back in town, rest, and recover from this adventure.
Is there a good inn you would recommend?
Well, he's going to let us have.
I mean, it's going to take a while for this, but for the night, I can recommend a nice inn here. Hang on, which one? There's two inns in this town. One's in the shitty part, one's in the good part.
Yeah, one was the first building in the town. You said it was a shitty tavern with a shitty.
It was basically the biker bar where like the adventurers and the transients all go.
We got some rooms for you if you want, but the furniture you got to bring your goddamn self.
Oh no, there'd be furniture and shit. It's just it's basically this is like the one that like everything's like shit. It's like you don't get the.
But he's gonna recommend the good one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Apernir.
Yeah, the Nentier Inn, I think, is the other one.
Well, Apernir, I truly enjoyed this adventure. I hope you did too. Vander and Nadra is
Narina.
Narina? Well, we may have had a rocky start, but it seems like we've become a team.
Yes.
Oh no, actually no, there's 3 inns in town.
I would very much like to continue traveling with y'all. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
It shall be glorious. You mentioned a third inn, my lord.
Yeah, okay, no, it wasn't in. The place you guys was in, it was just an ale house.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's an ale house and 2 inns.
All right.
He recommends either the Nentier Inn, which is 4, or the Silver Unicorn Inn, which is 6. He does mention that the Nentier Inn is newer and seems to be much more popular with the more middle to upper class travelers coming through than the Unicorn Inn. But both he assures you are equally good, and he has a short little letter made with a coin in it for you guys to basically say that you're staying on his dime.
Okay.
All right. Well, I recommend we go to the one he recommends.
Yep.
The 4.
Mm-hmm. The new one.
We have to rest for the day. In the morning, we have to go to the blacksmith. And I thank you and start to leave.
Okay.
I bow and escort myself out.
I bow and head out.
All right, I'll leave.
What do you do?
And
you have a nice day, my lord. I walk off.
All right. So you guys get another 807 XP each.
Ooh.
No, sorry, 187. Yeah. My dyslexia kicked in.
So we're at 1,140 something, right?
I mean,
Well, last time I checked, that was at 1,131. Now just plus Sovik's new thing.
So what?
So we're 1,200 or something. I can't seem
You
to
know
make
what?
it.
Fuck it, we'll make it an even 1,200. Even 1,200 total for everybody is what you're at.
Okay.
All right, that makes us 1,050 away from level 3.
Yep.
We are firmly level 2.
I like that it automatically puts in like the new information for the next level.
All right, well, are we stopping there?
Yeah.
We can either stop there, or we can have you guys go to the tavern and stop after you get your rooms, whichever.
Go to the tavern, we get our rooms, then we go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, you had 2 choices of tavern. There was the.
We went to 4.
Okay, you went to the fancier, newer one.
Yeah, the new one.
All right, let me pull up.
I mean, it's on the Regent's dime, so go to the better one.
I mean, it's 3 gold, more expensive at night. Better be. The interior inn is a fine new building constructed of fieldstone and strong timber. Stands on the west bank of the river. Merchants from Winterhaven and Hammerfast make up most of the clientele, along with travelers who happen to be passing through. A good room with 2 single beds goes for 5 silver a night. Actually, no, they're undercutting the unicorn despite being the fancier one. It's actually kind of funny. They're undercutting them by a lot. Actually, that's a quarter of what it costs to stay at the silver unicorn.
That's a lot of gold to stay at a fucking inn.
The silver unicorn, for just a regular room, is 2 gold a night.
That's
like Donald Trump in.
Yeah, when the interior inn moved in, they offered basically the same level of service for 5 silver. They have a lively tap room, which is popular with the folk who live in the vales on the west bank of the river, as well as in the outlying farms.
I need to ask a question. Is there any Eladrin here right now?
I'm getting through the clientele, because I don't think there are.
Good.
Yeah. Proprietor is a charming half-elf named Arandil Zaymore. It said that he showed up in Fallcrest about 2 years ago, bought the land, and built the inn.
Okay.
Is this information even relevant? There's a single tiefling in the inn, just kind of hanging around, dressed real nice. People talk with him. He seems to be a very personal person. He's lots of laughs and being had with him.
Well, I guess we go up and present the letter to the innkeeper.
Thank you. He takes the letter, looks it over, pockets the entire lot of gold. Says, welcome. Stay as long as you need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what are the rooms set up? Do we have to double up, or can we?
They're double bedrooms.
So 2 beds in a room. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to double up. Who wants to sleep in the same room with who?
I don't mind bunking with Vander.
Thank you.
Apronier, would you like to share a room?
Very well.
Right. So the two attackers, melee attackers, and the two
nerds.
The 2 nerds are in the same room.
We got the jock room and the nerd room.
Well,
all right.
This was a fun adventure, and I get something to eat, and I didn't go to sleep, I guess.
All right, that is the end of your Kobold Keep adventure.
That was a fun adventure.
Going forward, would either be a campaign making up the rest of the deficit to level 10 to get to when Tomb of Horrors would actually be runnable because it starts at level 10 and runs all the way through level. I think it runs all the way through endgame at level 30.
I mean, not for nothing. As an alternative, whenever Flux wants to take a break, I wouldn't mind
coming back. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind continuing a campaign to from level 2 to level 10.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the way Tomb of Horrors works is it's basically every 5th level from 10 onward is another one of the dungeons.
What's everyone's opinion?
I think the dungeons are 10, they're 10, 15, 20, and 25, I think of them.
Yeah. I think, like, whenever Flux needs, like, a day off or something, going back to here would be fun.
Although, technically, you can start at 8th or 9th level. Whatever.
It gives Flux a chance to be a player for a while instead of being the DM. What do you think, Flux, since you're the topic of discussion?
Sure.
Everybody okay with 4E?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm going to do what I plan to do, it's going to have to be 4E. I mean, I can...
I'm asking...
I can completely dump the Tomb of Horrors part, do 5E if everyone wants to switch edition.
No, I'm asking how I want to stay with this one if that's what we're going to do. I'm just asking how everyone feels.
Good, because keeping the Tomb of Horrors in is kind of integral to the lore of what the Deathwinds are and why they're a thing.
I'm a huge fan of sticking as a artificer, but
I mean, if you want coming in, you don't have to keep playing Arpreneur if you don't want to.
Let's consider this the get to know it. If we want to change characters, we can.
Yeah, you're welcome to come in as a completely different party for the next part. This was just kind of that introduce 4E to you guys, and like, hey, this is the world that Deathwinds will be in, and setting up that, hey, the winds are about to blow, shit's about to go down.
I personally,
someone somehow has a way of predicting when they come and they are collecting quote unquote specimens.
I personally am enjoying Farvis. I enjoy his character. He's trying to be a quiet nerd, but he has, because of his time living with the asshole Eladrin, he has a mean streak that he sometimes lets out.
I'm liking Vander. I'm gonna stay as him.
I like Narina. She's a fun player to play as.
So it sounds like if we do this again, it'll probably have Red as a character and Flux as a character.
Cool. I already know Red's doing another vampire, so we'll have 2 vampires.
We'll have a tank, 2 strikers, a controller,
and whatever Flux decides to do.
Probably stick with the leader. I'm thinking Warlord.
Well, I had a Warlord.
May or may not be guessed on.
Yeah, dude, I have played 2 Warlords in 4E, and I have loved both of them as probably my favorite fucking class. Just because it's literally, I punch it, now everyone else wants to punch you harder.
I mean, I have no problem with Flux being a Warlord. We need a leader. We need a healer type.
Yeah, Warlords. That's basically the cleric in this thing. Or a cleric
subtype. Cleric is also...
The cleric is the cleric.
Yeah, the cleric is... The Warlord is basically, he inspires through action.
He's the marshal.
Yeah. He's the frontline commander that inspires people to do better.
Class feature, inspiring word. Encounter power. You can use this power twice per encounter, but only once per round. At 16 level, you get 3 times. The target can spend a healing surge and gain an additional 1d6. Yeah, Warlord is built to be the get back in the fucking fight.
Literally, if you've played Payday 2, he's Mastermind build in Payday 2.
Get back in the fight, you fucks.
He just looks at you and yells, "Get the fuck up!" I don't care that you get shotgunned to the face by a bulldozer. Get the fuck up.
No, I like this idea of
that's why I love what the Warlord is. Just basically no, I'm going to run up there. I'm going to inspire you to do better, and if you fall behind, I'm going to shout at you so you don't.
Do we want to set this up right now? Do we want to do a quick role play of Aprenier deciding that he doesn't want to stay?
We can worry about that later.
Okay.
It's already like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I had fun. Everybody else?
I did.
To be honest, Neo, your character was part of the reason that Aprenier is not a big fan of the group.
Why? What's wrong with?
You're an asshole with magic.
Yeah.